Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome again to us here at Ages Past. Another wonderful Sunday to spend with us. Sadly, we are one player down today because he has some special things going on. But I still, of course, have with me some of the amazing cast: Kayla, Cody, Connor, and Scott. And me, AJ, of course. And we are here again, ready to kick off in Ages Past in the world of Forlorn. But before we dive in on the recap from what happened last week and to go into the continued fight that you can now see in the middle, let us do a little bit of some of the stuff about our channel. Now, we are here, of course, at Total Tabletop, and we operate every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Ages Past, but you can also check out our other shows on Tuesdays. We have Hoda Season 1, Texas Hoda, and that's at 6:30. Wednesday, we've got the Rise of Unity coming up. Be sure to keep an eye out for that. And I believe they most recently had the world building at 10:30
They
a.m.
did.
on Saturday. Yeah, so we've got that coming up too. So keep an eye out for those as well. That one's in the morning, PST time, all for these. And we have over here in the channel all the information you could possibly want. If you scroll down in the middle, you can see our Discord, which you can join in freely at any time to be able to ask questions, talk with us, get to know each other a bit better, and get to learn more of what we're about and to see some of the new exciting things that we include, including guild games. That's a new thing that's been added in recently, and they just finished up a batch of that as well. I believe Dylan was DMing that one.
Kyle.
Kyle was DMing that one. All
Written
right.
by Dylan. Yeah.
Written by Dylan. Good lord. Okay, but yes. So keep an eye out for that because you will also have characters that can now be included into the worlds of the games that we have. So be sure to check that out. And of course, the way to get yourself even more powerful in that kind of NPC interaction, you will be earning Total Tabletop points and also bits. The more you earn for the Total Tabletop points, you can cheer and let us know what you like to see more of by letting us see the DM be a little bit more cruel to the players, or perhaps they perform something rather daring or some great feat of success in the party's attempt to win or defeat whatever obstacles ahead of them. Now, if you want to help the players out, you can purchase them inspiration. This allows them to re-roll ability checks, saving throws, or attack throws in the upcoming fights and encounters. If you'd like to do that, please go ahead. It's 300, and be sure to put the name down for who you'd like to give it to. Currently, we only have Victor, who has one, who is currently absent, but I'll be trying to take
Dang
over
it.
for him at the moment. So at the moment, they will need a little bit of help, perhaps, if it turns out to be a bit more than they could potentially chew, because right now they are in the middle of what appears to be a deadly encounter with an ancient black dragon. Now, diving into that a little bit, I think it's a good time to now do a bit of a recap before we begin once more with the
Wait,
death and the daring and the music. Yes,
I have a question.
do you?
Is that Victor's character art? He's beautiful. I haven't seen it before.
No, it's not. I'm borrowing.
Oh,
Okay.
just kidding.
I'm borrowing. Yes.
That didn't look like your style.
No, it's not quite. No.
Okay,
Yep.
he's still
Not quite the same
beautiful.
style, but I thought, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I was very excited.
that. Oh well, no, that's a borrow. So yeah, we'll get there later. But with that, let's go ahead and dive into what happened last week. So the party had discussed with each other that the best course of action was to try and see if they could find a black dragon of renown and strength to be able to imbue the rest of your rods for the ritual that you have been told to try and enact with Velcom's aid. Having used Varkesh's means of legend lore, you were able to discern that there was one great black dragon that existed in the Morrow Marsh, not too far away from the keep. However, you knew that this was Durgash the Doombringer. Learning a little bit of his location and lair underneath the Black Crystal Castle, you were just slightly able to tell that this is going to be a rather vicious creature to encounter and could test your limits rather effectively. Now, this did not deter you, and you decided the next day to have Bardoom teleport you over there in hopes that you might be able to infiltrate and slay the creature. Arriving in the swamps, you did find what appeared to be a moat that surrounded this crystal castle. As you approached it and found a series of stepping stones, hopefully letting you reach the other side, the hidden mass of tangled roots and vines sprung from this murky water and started to pull players down into the depths. Luckily for you, Smokey casts water breathing every morning as a ritual to ensure this potential drowning wouldn't kill the party, allowing you all to at least survive the first ordeal of entering this domain. Now, you all had a bit of struggling, some of you breaking free, and others eventually deciding that the rest weren't going to be able to come up anytime soon, so you dove down in to catch up with the rest as they were plummeting down into what appeared to be a soggy, mud-ridden, and murky, dark cave with a pool of water beneath their feet. Having stood up, they suddenly were surprised by a large battle axe that had sprung from the depths below and attacked, causing you to now realize that the Doombringer was upon you. As the party began to initiate the battle, there was a few bouts left and right, darkness and fear terrorizing everyone. Some of you eventually getting the better hold, but he turned the tables by polymorphing 3 of your allies into creatures of lesser means, fishes and worm. And of course, as Victor and Smokey tried their best to battle it out, eventually they were able to once more spring back into their true form as an acid breath took them out and back into their original state with a bit of extra damage on top from the searing acid splash. Now, as you are currently right now in the midst of fighting, some of you have been moving around as quick as you can, some falling, some losing their death wards. Right now, Rook on the other side, trying his best to avoid danger, was suddenly pulled down in a mud trap as Victor had enclosed the dragon in a stone wall cage, which he transmuted into mud that just dripped down and suctioned all of it towards the bottom floor. The dragon and Rook both in the middle of this terrible sticky-like mire. Now they're going to have to roll strength saving throws to see if they are restrained by this dragon's magic. So Rook, him and you at the top of the round, we will be rolling strength save for you and for me.
Gonna go great.
All right.
All right, it rolls a 24 and passes.
All right.
Naturally. Now for my 0. 3.
All right, you are effectively restrained at this point, prone and stuck in the muck. Now,
We have to get you like a ring of slipperiness or something. You get caught all the time.
Now, Smokey, we start off with you as you blink back into existence. Where would you like to appear? 10 feet in any direction.
True. I'm honestly gonna appear where I left, and with that, blink fades. And Smokey is currently technically concentrating on the teleport spell because last round he yelled at everyone to come to him, and they didn't. So now he's holding the spell, trying to see what's happening. You can see Rook probably on the other side underneath the dragon. The axe is still coming, and Smokey is going to drop the teleport spell, and he is going to use a 6th level to cast Polymorph on Rook, turning him into a mammoth.
Ah,
All right, the Lumafont.
Yes.
All right, okay. Which sadly I still need to get a token for that mammothy Lumafont, and so we'll just use the.
Giant elk.
Yeah. Oh, you prefer the giant elk? 'Cause I remember last time we did it to Victor, and he was a yak.
Just need a giant kitten
Ha!
token.
Ha! The axe is pretty good.
Well, all right, here we go. Giant elk. That we can at least use. All right, massive in size, of course, but now the Lumafont has 100 and what?
Oh, mammoth. 126 HP.
126. All right.
It also has reach,
Oh, good. How much reach has it got?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Which is
Oh,
what it
you're within
needs.
reach.
Yeah, Joy stays.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So you throw off the magic immediately. Unless Rook, do you want to resist it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna resist it. It's coming from Smokey. I trust it.
All right. All right. Seeing it come from Smokey and noticing that kind of incantation and feeling the magic take over, it expands your form. Though you are still kind of inside the muck, you are now larger and stronger and a little bit more savage in nature. But the bestial form does take this dragon on by surprise as he. You can tell that his legendary action was about to turn and make a nice tail whack to you, but seeing you instead become a large creature, he is familiar with polymorph, and he is going to instead use his legendary action to wing attack and fly.
Yeah.
Into
My
the-
turn's not over yet.
Oh no, you've got more! You've got more? What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna bonus action. I'm gonna move my shield over to Varkesh.
Oh, okay.
And then I was actually curious, is this area, the top left corner, is it water or is it ground or is it, it's kind of... I
Your
can't
water
tell what it is.
locations are at the bottom left, the upper right, and in the middle.
So it's this upper left is just like mist. Then.
Yes, it's just mist. Yeah.
Okay, Smoke is going to run over that way.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and we'll say 30.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
And that'll end your turn. All right. So he is going to wing attack to get up into the air, away into the darkness. Let's see. Creatures within 15 feet of him.
Elk. Nope, Mammoth.
The well at the edge. Yes. And Varkesh? No! Varkesh, you are out of range. You do not have to worry
Yes.
about this. But go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for the elk. Okay.
Nimble elk equipped. Never mind.
God.
Alright, plus 8 on this. That's 14 damage to you. And you are not prone, but you're already prone. Don't worry. And it flies into the dark sphere and covers himself completely by this kind of this blocking void. It's trying to make sure you can't attack it easily. Valindra, though, it is your turn, and I don't think you care about darkness, do you?
I give no fucks to darkness, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Alright.
Huh.
Nice!
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh,
2 hit.
That was good.
That's good though. Ooh, still good.
13.
Tech still up?
Yes, it is.
Hey.
6. Nice.
That's 19 total.
It's not bad.
That's good.
Not bad.
Good start.
It's junk.
Kind of not great damage.
It's better than 0.
It's better than 0, but still, like, hot damn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Though, yeah. Oh, is that, you moving? Is that your turn?
For my... I'm going to stay next to Smoke. I'm going to move over here next to Smokey.
Alright.
2, 3. It made me nervous when you said that.
And that's where you
I
end
don't
your
know
turn?
why.
5
Okay.
feet away from me? You're 10 feet... Okay.
Okay, that's your turn. Alright. Lumafont Rook, what do you do?
Am I currently restrained?
Yes.
I'm going to
No.
try to break the restraint.
Alright, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Please.
Haha!
Sure.
19!
Something.
You are just still barely stuck
Die.
in.
Gosh dang it.
Just barely. You're just...
Okay.
Still alive. Still safe.
You're still kind of
That's all I
crying
know.
out. It's not easy to break out of it.
Yep, that's all I got since I can't break out.
Alright, okay. Still in there, but at least you're healthy.
Yep.
Alright, it's gonna be Victor's turn. Okay. Victor... Yeah, Victor hurt.
Well, you get another layer action.
Oh, that's right, the 20 happens, yeah.
I think it's darkness this time.
Well, actually, it's anything that he just didn't do last time, and he's going to use the bugs.
But you've been so, like, you know, predictable.
No.
I
He's,
don't like it when it changes things up. It bugs me.
he's going to command the bugs
Ha.
to encompass your allies here. So everyone, the swarm
God.
expands around. I need you all to make, for me, the dexterity saving throws.
Wasn't I already in it though?
Yeah, but it's when it's at the start of the, when it begins.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
If you end your turn there at the same time afterwards, it repeats.
Did I do good?
Thanks.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
you did 15? I mean, not as good as Smokey.
That's fair.
And not as good as Varkesh. Apparently.
That's a rarity.
That is a
It
rare
is.
rarity. Alright, so yes, the DC is 15. And it's,
He was
I'm so
15.
sorry, it's con. I'll let you
That's
just,
what I thought it was.
I'll let you add
Oh,
up what
you
you already have
son of
that
a
way. So
bitch.
it's better for you.
Oh, way better for Kayla.
I'll take my
I was gonna say, you can just keep
dirty
the,
20.
yeah, you can just keep the roll and just take away and readjust.
okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
Kayla,
Okay.
you'd add like a 5 to it.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
got
20.
19,
You're good.
20, yeah.
But
good.
I did
Vic,
a dirty 20.
the Victor, though, the Victor has
The
to make
kitty.
this roll. And he's going to roll a...
Hey.
He just
enough.
passes.
Stuff.
Just passes.
AJ,
yes.
B guns use 600 bits to get
Oh,
Smokey and Varkesh.
Oh, thank you.
Smokey and Varkesh,
Yeah.
you both now have
Wasn't
inspirations. Thank you, Begun. It has begun. Now then.
Ah,
Not you too.
yes.
Yes. Alright, so that is 3d6. Though technically halved, it
Victor
is
goes
still
down.
enough to drop Victor down. So
It's fine.
the damage will be
Hoping
when
you
it
get
comes
around
through.
off.
Jump 6. Well, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3.
Damage.
Alright,
Nice.
so
Sweet.
each of you only takes 3. Victor, though, sadly is down, and he will have to make his saving throw at this point. Alright. So, sadly, he's out. Varkesh, what do you do?
Oh, I
Okay.
need to make a concentration check.
Okay.
Okay, polymorph is good.
Yes.
Do I need to make one for Hex?
Yes, you technically do.
Hex?
You're fine.
I can't really say that, see the the specific map layout underneath the fart cloud. Is that a gap, or is that?
Oh, it's
one
just
where I
that's
can
just
round-
darkness from the cloud.
Okay, so I can actually move around that. Okay, cool.
You can go straight through it if you need to, yeah.
So, 10, 15, 30. Alright, so I will appear just there. I believe. Outside of the cloud. The weapon is still with me because I was still grabbing hold of it from the last time.
Alright, dragging the heavy thing along. Luckily
Yeah,
for you, your
dragging.
giant strength allows you to wield a giant's weapon.
Well, at least carry it, I suppose. But either way.
Yes.
And I'm keeping that thing away, and I will then cast my final big spell, 7th level heal, which will bring Victor back up to 80.
Alright, Victor is at 80, as he is now suddenly, extremely blessed by that, as he comes back up, kind of coughing a little bit, and luckily for him, at the end of his turn, he already took the locust, so he doesn't have to roll that again, but yeah, he did. He was technically at 2 fails. So good job.
Oh, and I'll bonus action healing word myself
Alright.
at level 2. As it decides to load.
8.
Okay.
Respectable 8.
Not really.
That's
It's one and a 2.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And that's me. That's my
Alright.
turn.
Alright, excellent.
Still holding onto the weapon.
Yep, yep.
I'll
So
try and
let's
get it back.
see. So it's start of his turn. Okay. He flies over out of the darkness. You see him move with speed. 55,
Oh, don't you dare.
And as
Don't
he
you dare.
flies up there, you see as he gets into position, he begins to inhale as more of this green, viscous material drips and foams around the mouth as he pulls in for a heavy breath and releases his acid line out.
Who is he hitting?
It is going to hit Valindra, Smokey, and Victor. It will miss Rook.
Belinda can react, I think.
I can too.
Yes,
I think,
and you can all react if you'd like.
yeah, because I think.
And
Does
Victor
Victor have a
can
spell
react
slot?
too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He does, and with his spell slot, he will cast Absorb Elements as well.
Yep. Everyone's doing that.
Probably a good plan.
What type of save is it for the breath?
It is going to be a Dex save for the breath.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll for your Dex saves.
I'm going to go ahead and well, but then I don't think I can.
Ooh,
Oh, Valindra, that passes!
Look at that. Whoa, no shit.
I know, you need a 22 to pass.
Oh, well then, hooray.
Yeah, I'll
I
just hold
barely
it.
made it.
Yeah, good job. Oh, so close. Sorry, Victor. No
Still
lucky
had
points
those
to help.
bonus, though.
So, luckily
Oh,
he
quarter
is...
damage instead of none.
Actually, wait, I don't think he's going to... He's not going to use his Absorb Elements then, because he already has Resistance.
Yes,
Well,
he does.
Well,
Yes.
you can take quarter.
And you
What
can't
else is he
double
gonna use it
Resistance.
Oh, you can't.
No.
Well,
I let that happen.
I mean, let's
I
see.
don't think it's resistance though.
Let's see if it says Resistance.
I think
You
I'm
have
pretty sure it does.
resistance to the triggering damage
Oh.
type. Yeah, so he already has it. So it's already half for him. Luckily, though, with his evasion, that halves it, so the resistance halves that again anyways. So it's still a quarter for him.
Hey,
Blessed be the monk dodge. 15 GH for you three. Here we go.
Thank God.
So 1 and a 2 and a 3. So that's going to
So I
be
take half,
50,
right?
66.
Okay,
66
that's not-
points of damage.
that's
Half,
not terrible.
You would
33.
take less than half
Valindra,
of
if you
his.
also resist it, that halves it again to 16. Halving
Wait,
it to
why-
16. Because if
Oh,
you used
'cause I
absorb
passed.
elements. Yes!
Oh, cool. Yeah, I did use absorb elements.
So
Now-
16, 16. Smokey, I need a concentration. Valindra, I need a concentration.
Oh God. All right. Advantage, because I'm a warcaster. Boop. Wow.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm still fine. Here goes me. That inspiration may be coming in right now. Oh, I got
You're
me.
good. You're holding it
Yeah.
fine. You're okay. Lucky for you. So,
And
as you keep and hold onto your spells, you just still feel the stinging sensation of the acid that is now kind of burning off most of what your clothing is and your skin and flesh. It bubbles and burns, but after he does that, does he have 80 or 60 for flying? I think it's 80.
80.
80. So with that, he's going to start to reposition himself over here. There, yeah. He's kind of semi-flying in the air, avoiding the ground, but not too far away. You can tell he is within 20 feet of the elk right now. Or not elk,
elevation or
elephant.
So 20 up or
Like if you had a diagonal line between him and Rook, it's 20 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's basically like
Right.
10 feet in the air with that 5-foot gap.
All right.
all right. The
So
elk
anything
also-
with size or reach could possibly reach him.
Okay.
But he's not going to get right next to that creature.
Just really need to
Oh
roll
God,
13
it's
or
my
higher,
turn.
so-
It is now your turn.
Oh god, it's my turn.
Y'all, I don't got. There's really. I think I'm down to cantrips. Honestly.
Let loose.
Yeah. What's our distance? We got 85 away. So to get within 60, I need to still be in. Okay. I can make that work. So Smokey is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think is within range. Yeah, that'll get him to 60. So from there,
Sure. You're still in
It's
the
gonna-
lightly obscured now.
so does light obscured affect attack rolls though? I thought it was only heavy obscured.
Well, heavy obscured makes you blind.
Yeah.
I believe
That'll give
lightly
you
obscured gives you
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Let me see.
No, that's heavy. Blind gives you a disadvantage.
Yeah, no,
I
I
think
mean,
I
I know it gives you disadvantage to perception checks for the lightly
Yes.
obscured, but I don't know if they.
It just gives
think that-
disadvantage on wisdom sites that rely on, or wisdom checks that rely on.
All
sight.
right, just on being able
think
to. Yeah,
that's it.
you can see him.
Okay, I will hawk up a fireball in my hand, and I'm gonna throw it at him
Okay,
to produce flame.
shuck it.
Come on!
Oh, that
Ow!
hits.
We got a hit.
Nice.
Yeah,
11
11.
fire. Not bad.
And then I will activate my feline's agility to double my speed. So I have 25 so far. I'm gonna come. I don't want to get close to the darkness, and I don't like the axe. Ah! I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. No,
Okay,
yeah,
bye.
You're in rock at that point.
Oh,
Let him be in rock. He's fine.
can I be there?
Where you were with Valindra would be the
Where's the-
one more over
Oh,
would
really?
be yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was like a little path.
It-
I thought this.
It's
was
not a
like
path. It's not a path. It's just more like a it's more like misty
Oh.
obscuring.
Could I be like here? Could I be? I'm trying to get out of.
I'll
the
say
thing.
just there to get pressing your body against the edge to avoid the piercing, biting insects. Yeah,
Yeah, because otherwise I would have just come straight down.
yeah.
But
You,
yeah.
you can go straight down if you want, but yeah, no, you're sucking in your gut right now if you do that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that. Yeah, I'll have traveled diagonally southwest then, and I'll end up there.
All right, that's fine.
And I'm gonna leave my shield on broadcast because I want him to stay up. And that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use legendary action to tail attack the Lumafant.
What are we gonna do?
So
Spike that ass.
here we go with a tail strike.
No, Scott.
No, it's
He'll-
an elk, not an ass.
29.
Actually,
Nice.
Ooh.
Because
Yeah,
sadly
that's
you
what
are
I will hit.
restrained.
Oh, shit.
Oh gosh, flag check.
also,
Sorry.
it can't miss. Its AC is terrible.
Well, and that one auto misses
Oh,
no
that's
matter what.
that is.
Yeah,
that
but it is technically a 29 because of the restrained advantage.
Yep.
23
Yeah.
on the bludgeoning.
Got it.
All right, and
Yeah.
it's now Belindra's turn.
Oh, cool. All right,
girl.
I'm gonna. Oh my god, I'm gonna
I
move
believe.
5, 10, 15. You move there, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him through the darkness.
All right.
Do I get advantage because it's through the darkness?
blind sense.
I mean, there's no way he doesn't know you're there.
I know. I was just being hopeful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I rolled a nat
well,
20 though.
2 hit, obviously 1 big crit, so that's
Come on.
nice.
Ooh.
Oh, good
Oh
damage.
my god.
Good.
32. Ooh.
And
Oh,
some hexes for you.
Oh my god, and another 6. Yep.
So the
Yeah,
crit's
AJ.
not quite right because it added the
Yeah.
modifier on both.
Oh, it did.
That should be
Yeah.
11 plus 6 for 17 on
Ah,
the first.
So I'll add another 5 back to his health.
27, 30,
Alright.
33 total.
Still, what a pain.
No. Say the magic words, AJ.
Not, I mean, that's close.
Yeah. It's
And at the end of your turn, he's
Oh,
going to...
Wait. I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're not done yet. What are you doing?
I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
Oh, you haven't done that already? Okay.
Oh, cool. I get back 4 hit points.
And after your little... Take a breath.
I just like put a band-aid on a deep gash in my arm.
He
It's
goes
basically
right
Hello-
back
hello,
to
Winnie
the darkness
Band-Aid.
sphere.
Oh.
What
Oh,
do we do?
no.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's in the darkness.
Mhm.
All right.
Does Rook get an attack of opportunity because he moved out of its range?
Is your
I said
range
he was
within 20
20
feet?
away. Reach
Yes.
is only 10.
Oh no, not within reach. Sorry.
Okay. Because he's tall, I thought maybe that would. No.
Yeah, he only wanted to get within 20
Gosh.
feet of the giant creature just to get him on the edge, just a face slap. All right,
We just wanted to bat him.
Victor.
But if he-
Victor.
If he attacked the elk, he would have to be within range of does he have like a 20-foot reach?
He does have a 20-foot reach. Yes.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, it's a tail. All right, Victor. Victor.
You skipped me.
I did. Oh, sorry, Rook. Would you like to get out?
I would like to try.
All right.
Hi.
Go
Come
ahead
on,
and make
come
your
on.
strength.
It's rolling the
Oh!
dice, theoretically.
You are out. You
Ah!
broke free.
And then I'll also like to move my 20 feet that I can on this land. I don't have control of the elk token.
Oh, don't worry. I will
Quarter,
glide
so
him to
do it
wherever
there.
you go.
Wait, you're going that way? You have quarter movement.
I have quarter movement?
Quarter movement.
Well, you have to take half your movement to stand up, and it's difficult to range, so it's halving again. That's why he
Okay, I
says a
did not
quarter.
know it was quarter movement.
The spell is
I didn't know it
actually
was
quarter
different.
movement.
Come on, man. Dash away, dash away.
Get out of the
I-
muck.
Dash
I
away
can't.
all.
I use my action to break out of it. I have no choice.
Yeah.
I cannot.
And he's not a rogue giant Lumifont.
Unfortunately,
But
that
you're
allows
free,
me to only go this far, though.
All right.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay, but you're out. You are no longer restrained by this terrible tar pit in a way, and you get off and farther away. All right.
Yep.
At the end of your turn, the lair action begins.
Oh,
And then it tries to
no.
grab me again, I'm sure.
The water tries to yank you, Victor, Varkesh, into the water. I need all
If you
three
don't
of
point them
you
Bee's knees.
to make
Alright.
a strength saving throw.
God damn it!
You are fine.
Yeah, it's not that high.
It's
Oh.
it's only 15.
Oh, it's just breaking
Rook
out.
is
That's,
just expecting shit to happen.
Cody,
it's just
Cody
breaking out.
welcome,
That's 20.
A
Alright.
nat
Welcome to-
20,
welcome-
fuck, I failed.
welcome to my world where it's like no matter what you roll, you always fail.
All right. Oh, poor Victor.
Oh, bye, Vic.
He has a
Sorry.
good strength save because his monks get
He
dex.
does. He does.
21.
You are fine. So the
Probably
water
is better.
surges out with what appears to be
Yeah,
these
monks are
dark
bigger.
kind of appendages that drag in. Only Victor gets pulled into the drink. But as it starts with Victor's turn, he was prone, and he knows he doesn't care, for he immediately goes to the side of the wall, and as he does, he goes through, using his ring to allow himself to shuffle through underground. He moves without any impeding, and since he didn't move last turn, he's going to use that agility just to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
God.
Getting up here, as he comes up, he pops out of the ground. He just goes dum, 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 and shoots up into the darkness, hoping to hit the creature.
I swear to God, if Victor kills this when Kyle's not even here, I'm gonna be sad.
All right, so here he
Noble have
goes.
lived.
Sunbolt 1 at disadvantage. That's gonna miss. You know. I mean, even if I roll the second one for it, I'm sure it was gonna miss. So, next one at disadvantage. Okay, here we go. Second strike.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, darn. The connection is being a little booby, so they can't see it on the screen. 16 is going to miss. He's going to use his key points to try doubling it. 15 misses. Boom, that one. Oh my god. Poor Victor. No.
Oh,
Every time he
I
tries to fire, each one seems to just go and hit nothing. No satisfying impact, but he was able to move with grace and ease in through the earth and pop right out.
Did he even need the agility for that? He's a monk.
Yeah, I don't
Guess he
think
was
he
prone.
did.
He was prone.
He was prone, but he was in the water swimming, so I mean, prone is the thing.
Yeah, good enough.
But yeah, but I mean, because he has a movement of 60 feet. Yeah, so I moved more than 60. Because he was technically down below the ground level by like 15 feet, so he had to go 60, up 15.
Yeah.
But yeah. Alright, Varkesh.
Okay. I'm going to use Dispel Magic on the Darkness at 5th level.
Nice.
Okay.
So hopefully that works.
Yes, it does.
Oh, well then that's great. Perfect use of a 5th level.
Joysticks.
And then
The
I
glare
will
actually comes in place of it.
and then I will bonus
for a few
action Healing Word the Elk.
Oh. Alright, not Smokey. Okay.
I'll
Wait,
take
where
it.
is Smokey?
Right next to you.
Oh, so he is. Like, where is he?
Where is that cat?
How is he in terms of
Oh,
his limbs being
he's
attached?
hurting. We're gonna call him in the red.
Beady, beady, beady.
Oh boy.
It's the worst.
Bleep, bleep,
It's
bleep,
the worst
bleep.
beating.
Okay. Alright, I will Healing Word him at level 2.
Alright.
He's in the beady red.
In the deep.
Oh, cool.
Better.
Okay, 13. That's
Definitely
not
better.
bad at all. That's a very good health. Alright.
Very good health.
Okay.
I think it's max.
That might be next, yeah.
It is.
Alright, so at the start of his turn, he's going to try and cast a spell, and I think Smokey's out of reach.
I'm also out of high enough levels.
Alright. So, being unable to hinder him, you see that his form, instead of being shrouded by the darkness, almost begins to pull in and contort into himself. As he begins to shift, his feet hit the ground as two bipedal forms emerge, small hands and a large, enormous reptilian head comes out of this form. You see before you a Tyrannosaurus Rex
God damn it.
as it roars
Did he
out.
polymorph?
He polymorphed.
Jeez, that flipping is fucking.
So he polymorphed into a Tyrannosaurus Rex at the moment. However, as you all know, this is not permanent. But it has bought him 136 extra temporary hit points to survive.
My God, we are never going to win.
It's just stonewalling at all.
No side is gonna lose. We're just gonna continuously just.
But it is going to closer to Valindra.
Fuck you.
And it is now going to be Smokey's turn. As the Tyrannosaurus Rex closes in.
So I see it. It's con save. I don't know if it's better or worse. Probably worse. But I'm just gonna have to damage it. So I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to other. And I'm well within my little fire thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a produce flame and attack it. And Varkesh, are you gonna get in melee or not?
I'm just holding this giant axe going, you want me to?
Yes! Because you have my shield!
Elephant aggressively trumpeting in the background.
So here's my produce flame. Ooh, good one.
Ooh, yeah, that hits. Okay.
Big damage? Okay, not bad.
Alright. It makes a con save as a Tyrannosaurus Rex to hold the spell. Alright, it keeps it.
Son of a bitch. Alright.
16 fire. Good job.
I will. I'll let it be. Oh, and I'll also yell, guys, it doesn't have blind sight! Which Smokey's really sounds excited about.
Are you a fucking paleontologist now? What's happening?
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Next up, it's Valindra.
Well, I was gonna miserably miss with my Eldritch Blast this close to his face, but after hearing Smokey say that, I'm going to use my once-a-day free cast of darkness.
Oh, all right. So the
Very
darkness sphere is
cool.
surrounding you, or do you want to do an object, the ground? What do you want to do?
It is surrounding me.
All right. So do you want to touch yourself so that it follows you wherever you go?
Yes.
All right. So you tap your chest, allowing the armor to be embedded with the spell as it expands around Valindra, a 20-foot sphere.
20 foot.
20
Or
foot
is
of
it 15?
darkness. Or is
I think
it
it's 20. I'll look it up.
good things to know?
Actually, let me just click the spell because I
That would
have
have been faster. 15.
yeah, sorry.
All right,
I'm an idiot.
15.
15-foot radius is 30 feet across.
There we go.
I was
All
just
right, with a
like,
little
yeah,
aura
you guys
around
can
you.
do it.
It is now in the
T-Rex
darkness.
now covered in
Yeah.
darkness.
Well, not all of it. There's a
Covered
large
in all.
booty that is sticking out the end
There's
of
a
this
large
kind of
booty.
dark thing. So yeah.
Look at that
Mhm.
ass. And I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I move here?
Yes. And now it'll make
Alright.
its attack with disadvantage on you.
That's fine.
I can't see him.
No, it can. It can always try to make an attack at disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, requirement of attack of opportunity so you can see.
Oh, opportunity specifically. All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Purely raw, yeah, it does.
All right. And
I think you mean purely raw.
Gosh darn shame, this thing has very little to use. Actually, it's really kind of crappy compared to the other. Go on.
There's
Yeah.
a reason they went extinct, AJ.
Yeah. The giant apes could break this thing so quickly. Continue.
Look at fuck.
Jesus.
There are rocks.
Yeah, just rock, stick, bonk. Is that it?
Hey,
Anything
that's my
else?
turn.
All right, that's your
That's all I
turn.
got.
All right, he doesn't have legendary actions in this form, so he is still not able to go. But at that, we go to Rook.
What a little
Alrighty.
bitch.
So do I have quarter or half move speed here?
That's half because you already stood up.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the dash action to get right up next to it.
5,
Otherwise I would
10,
not be able
15, 20, 25.
to.
Well, I mean,
let
yeah,
me write
there you
it
go.
as and all I got. I would like to be one further up, so I'm entirely out of the.
I believe you get a
area, though.
thing. Oh, I see. Yeah, but I believe you do get a thing.
Yeah. No, I have to move 20
You have
feet
to
towards
attack.
it and hit it with a gore attack. So.
Oh, you
because
don't get a bonus where you
I can't
actually
take a
charge.
core
You get to
attack.
do a thing.
No.
No,
Darn it.
Uh,
Oh well.
it's sort of there. It's if you hit a target with your gore after moving at least 20 feet straight towards it, then it has to make a save or go prone, and then you can make a bonus action attack to attack it.
Oh darn. Oh well. So, well, I mean, so what it's going to do on its turn with the layer, the darkness
It
is
does
going to
still
come
get
back.
that.
And the darkness is going to go over and appear around Victor and Rook as it engulfs those two.
Rook gets Bambi vision.
Division?
It's
Alright.
a Luafon.
And
Is
you-
Oh,
is he
I keep
is he
forgetting
back?
he's a fucking elephant.
Yeah.
Is he back? Is he back to black? Is he dragon again?
no.
No, he hasn't taken damage.
Oh, okay.
Well, he has taken damage,
He's
but he's
good.
held on to the concentration.
I just didn't know because I didn't know the darkness was so.
That's a layer. All right.
Oh, you lose your Hex, Valindra.
Darkness concentration.
Oh no.
Guys, I was so close. I was so close
All right.
to finishing an entire fight with Hex.
But at least it was on your own terms.
Victor
then
knows
I
it's
No,
not.
no, she totally forgot about it.
Victor knows it's
Worried
not so
myself.
easy to see in the darkness, but he's going to once more sink into the earth as he uses it as a guide to get him across. 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and he's going to emerge out from there, giving him enough distance to then fire.
Done this thing!
He's not going to stun it
Why? He could do it.
because Victor is going to hope to break him out.
Uh,
19's going to hit. All right. So each time he's going to have to roll those con saves. because if he breaks out at this time, it gives the last person a good chance to do something now. Oh, I'll barely see. Okay. Victor, he's alright. He's gonna try again with his second one. 28 to hit, because I know I'm gonna get him out of that disadvantage. Alright. Tries to con again. Holds on. He's going to Fury it. Because he's angry. Second. Oh!
Oh!
Alright, nat 20.
Well, I mean, it was...
Okay. Con
Oh,
again.
good.
He holds on just barely.
God.
Oh my
His
god.
Oh, no,
con
he's
is
fine.
not good.
No, that's fine. And then he tries one more time. Still hits. Nope. Alright, he stays in the form, but Victor has done a total of lots. 18,
Oh,
21, 36 plus that 42. Ooh. Very nice. Alright. The T-Rex form looks to be in the yellow. However, I don't know how long he'll stay in this form. And who and
Is he
when.
smart enough to change?
At the moment, we don't know. Varkesh, what do you do?
I want to polymorph him out of it, but at the same time, we could just kill him out of it. Damn it.
You can always hold your action if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll hold this spell
Okay.
at level 5 again
Alright.
for any blare actiony magics he intends to do, or magics that he casts. Well, not like I could spell it anyway, but whatever.
Yeah. You can hold the dispel and release it when you feel ready.
Yes.
Okay. And that's your turn.
And
No
bonus action, I will. Excuse me. Healing word. Fuck names today. Connor. Fuck, I forgot your name.
Smoking.
I passed
That's it.
my gift to you of not being able to talk.
I know, right? Shit.
Disgusting.
Healing word. That. Blah blah blah.
Sure. Luckily, Smokey is only half in the dark sphere of Valindra.
Then I will heal that half.
Heal that bushy tail.
8.
It's
8.
slightly poofier now.
Nice.
Great.
All right. So an extra 8 is given to Smokey as you quickly give him some health, and then focusing and holding a concentration to your dispel, ready to release it at your command.
Yes.
All right. The dragon himself currently he has enough that he's going to stay in this form. He's going to try to first bite the mammoth, I think. Nope, he's going to try to bite Victor. Gonna go for
Okay.
Victor. Oh, he's going to miss.
Yes.
And then he's going to try to tail swipe the 16. He's going to hit the elk.
That'll hit.
And he's going to deal 18 bludgeoning to you.
Hey.
All right. Now then just at the end of his turn. Yep.
I was just kidding. Never mind.
Fine. And just okay. Varkesh. Sorry, Varkesh. I'm sorry. Smokey,
That was
it's your
quick.
turn.
Can
Yeah.
it roll for its breath while it's a dragon? Or while it's not a dragon?
Well, it's right. Well, it's right.
I'm kind of imagining it's the core of itself.
Is that yes or a no?
That's a yes. Smokey's got. Is there anything else he can do? Not really. All of his stuff is defensive. So he will again produce flame and try to attack it. At least I'm hitting. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that'll hit. So, come on. Ah, my thing is frozen. 1 second.
That's as good, powerful as some of my fireballs.
Okay.
I'm-
I think it's reloading. There we
Yeah.
go. Okay. All right. So yeah, hits 22 to the T-Rex form.
Mm-hmm. And con save. Because I need to know what happens before I do my next thing.
Let's see. And he breaks out.
Okay.
No, nothing needed to stop that. He is now back into his dragon form. In the red.
All right.
In the red.
In the
that
red.
case, I will leave the shield on Varkesh because the dragon's back.
Okay.
And I'll move a little bit. I'm still at the edge of the wall, so I can't really move. I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
Then I'll get my feeling agility back.
All right, getting yourself stationing there. He's going to use, suddenly now he realizes he's once more vulnerable. He's going to legendary action wing attack and get himself high up over and away into the darkness above here.
Oh,
I need for Victor and for Rook to make the dexterity saving throws.
Did it. I got a 2.
Okay, well, and
Oh.
Victor is fine. However, he is now once more in the magical darkness.
And I will dispel magic.
Okay, and now the dispel magic
Nice.
comes out. As you see him retreat, you erase that one
Oh, God.
barrier of protection, and he is now once more in plain sight into some extent from this dark
From
cave.
a distance, I just
But now everyone in their very faint dark vision can see a more dark form flying in what could be surprise. Valindra.
Eldritch Blast.
All right, fire.
I do not get advantage on these, right?
No advantage,
Because
but he's
blinded
not.
now?
Yep,
Okay.
Well, how far?
22 hits.
God.
I think it's a blind sense of 60 foot, so you'd be
It's
just
true.
out of it.
Oh, that's true. He
Oh!
is out of it.
You are just out of it. Okay, so roll. Go ahead and roll them again for
Fuck.
your,
someone call 911.
and then another.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the 20 will miss, but the natural 20 will hit. So the 13 goes through. Roll for your crit.
Okay, wait, hold on. So the 22 with advantage was since I
Because you re-rolled them into threes. So
Okay.
the 26 was
Okay.
for the first one, 20 for the 14,
Ooh,
nat 20 for
don't-
that. All right, so that's in total 13 plus 12 plus 14,
Plus 9.
39.
Yeah. Be 21 plus 12 for a total of 33. Bad at math.
33 damage. All right, so 33 to the creature, 33. Valindra, as you fire off, the last one coming in strong, you can see as it hits him, he spirals and falls, and you can see him just ready to die. As he looks at you and kind of coughs out what appears to be a mixture of black ichor blood and some acid in there, you see him kind of coughing. He is, at this point, dying. How do you want to do it?
Just runs
I
over.
don't know how you want to do this.
Really excited about this.
Okay. So wait, I already hit him with my 3
The-
blasts.
Yeah, the first blast was almost enough to kill him, but then the crit comes in. How do you want to finish him off?
Alright, I want to. Can I drop darkness so that he can see my face?
Technically, you lose
just-
advantage, but yes, go ahead.
I'll keep it up.
You can do it after it's
Just
launched.
Just mid-flight.
Mid-flight,
yeah.
mid-flight, yeah, mid-flight.
Yeah. And I just wanna like aim it like straight down his mouth and like have it travel like out the back of his.
Okay.
You're gonna say butt there,
Yeah,
basically.
and as you see him looking up, trying to almost in his own breath bring up some acid as if like a final retaliation, you can see it go right into his throat and back out to the other end, spraying out the shotgun-like force of his flesh, splaying all the way to the back in a mighty, terrible blow. He's still kind of just barely coughing, and at the last second, you see him raise a claw up and goes... and finally just vomits out something onto his hand. You see the last remaining bits of his essence bleed, and then he falls down. Motionless.
He dead?
How the
I mean,
fuck did we
theoretically.
survive that? Barkesh, do the thing so we don't have to do this again.
Huh?
I drop-
right.
I drop polymorph on Rook.
I
Good.
go over to Smokey and throw him the axe. Go, hold this.
I lose concentration that way.
And
I
I-
immediately take to the air, and I am just shivering, floating.
Yeah, and I will take my shield back from Barkesh because last time all of his magic items got destroyed when this explosion
Fair
happened.
point. I was gonna ask, seeing as I did it really quickly last time and then it exploded, should I wait and then try it?
I say
Just
wait
do it now,
before we
just do
get
it
away.
now.
Everyone move
Just
as
do
far
it
away.
now.
You just want me to blow up.
I'll start
You could-
running.
No,
I'm just gonna
you
reach
don't
up and
Death
hold his
Lord.
leg.
I don't
Okay.
have Death Ward.
I'm taking
No,
you
Scott
with
does.
me.
Moral support, big guy. Just do it.
So I reach into my bag of holding. I climb
Wait,
up on top of you.
Can Victor like stone shape a barrier?
Yes, he
For
can.
us?
Do you want him to put a wall around you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once Rook is in here.
All right, sure. Yeah, when Rook
Yeah,
is, he goes,
he's
"Oh,
not letting me go. I'm
oh,
saying.
good idea, Valindra. I like your idea. Okay, everybody in. I will do the stone wall.
Wait. That's a good idea. I will take off all my magical items and I will hand them over to Rook for safekeeping, just in case I do blow up.
Okay, including your bag of holding.
Yes.
All right, so everything but your putrid cloth.
Gross. Wow.
I mean, it is still stylish, even though
Uh.
it is covered in bile and bog stuff. And blood.
It's nasty, but yes. All right, so giving your belt of giant strength, handing over all
The old-
items. All right, getting yourself a little bit of time to just kind of organize it, send it away. You're good. You're just standing there with a loose, kind of ugly-looking cloth, and you have the rod in
And
your
then-
hand.
I will have the rod in my hand before I give the magic stuff over, and then once they're all free and clear, I'll wince and then plunge it into its heart.
Okay, is Rookie getting clear?
Well,
Nope,
yeah, I said once he's
told
clear.
him.
Oh, I will
Okay,
actually
well, if
say.
I'm getting clear then.
I will say. Did you guys see him vomit up something? Was it something?
What?
I think I remember something about that.
Check before you kill. You know.
You already did. What am I doing? My hands are
I'll
spazzing.
Check
fly
it.
around to it. I'll fly around to its mouth and see what it puked up.
Well, make an investigation check.
Come on,
Okay.
Rook. This is what you do. You're a rogue.
Can I miss it at a 22?
You rolled exactly 22.
Yep.
So, Rook, after inspecting around, you didn't see him vomit up anything. However, you look at the clawed hand. There, upon it, there looks to be a melting pool of slag-like metal. This kind of distorted, broken, slightly even kind of acidically burnt away remnant of an item. Something that was worn on his finger.
I'm looking at me like, you would take that bag of holding and just use it to pick it up entirely that way.
What?
Okay.
I say
I
look
don't
after
wanna
my
touch
stuff,
it,
not
it's gross.
melting it.
I'm not. I'm just putting the item in there without having to touch it,
His mother gave him that.
and then fly away.
Okay, and then you fly
We're
away. and
taking
once-
his soul, Varkesh. His
And-
mother gave him that too.
No, his mother gave him the bag of holding.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a dragon gave him the
Oh.
ring.
No.
And no. No. So,
Just like standing there looking over at Smokey. What the fuck are you talking?
Varkesh, it only takes you maybe about 5-ish minutes or so to stack everything away, give it to Rook, and for him to clear. How long do you want to wait before you stab?
Once as far, I'll give it like literally about 20 seconds, 30 seconds or something until they're far away, and then I
It only
assume
takes
they're
me
in a
6
city.
seconds to fly that far with the boots.
Very well.
Yeah, sure. Okay, once Rook gets here, the stone wall goes into
Right.
place.
Okay, and then stab the thing. Hopefully, I don't blow up and die.
Okay, so as you stab it in there, you kind of let it sit into what almost feels like quickly rotting flesh as it goes all the way in. The rod, though it already is black, seems to now almost pull in. This is like a vent to black. Instead of it shining, it's now a void of all light. And you can see as the dark energy swirls up into it, it now creeps onto your skin. There's almost like a dark tar that latches on. If you remember Spawn, it kind of goes up your body, and you can see now it begins to fuse to you. As you can feel the energy begin to fill the rod, the body itself begins to kind of undulate and grotesquely bulge, as if gaseous pockets were suddenly forming inside. This terrible, grotesque, and rotten feeling takes over your body as it eventually bursts. I need you to go ahead and just make a con save for me.
Did it blow up?
Blew up.
Blew up, didn't it?
Like that can't save.
It done blew up.
19. All right. No, that does not succeed.
Oof.
That was
Bye,
mean the way you
Varkesh.
said that.
All right. So let's.
Ooh,
I mean, you
19.
do have your
Didn't succeed.
your death ward, so that will save you from
Jesus.
this. So that's going to be.
Wow.
It's going to be like 80 something, I believe.
97.
That's
97.
97, yeah.
97.
I'm still alive.
You have more than 97. All right. Your death ward is not
16 HP.
okay. However,
That's my max.
left. Well, I have 165 max.
as this coating of toxicity not only takes on your body outside, inside you feel its presence, but your rod now is this kind of darker than ebony black. You can see now that it has been imbued with the dragon's essence. However, you yourself seem to also be somewhat absorbed in this terrible, like, affliction, and you feel not too good.
Like, that was horrible, not too good, or I now have dragon plague or some shit.
Well, if your allies were to see you, they might be able to tell you what you look like. From you, it's kind of hard to tell. In your dark vision, it's kind of like you're shaking. You're very, like, you're wavering. You feel as if you're trying to move, but you're getting a little, like, hesitant. You feel lightheaded. Maybe it's kind of like body aches. Pure, terrible sickness, flu-like. Yeah.
Arkesh, can we come out now?
Yeah.
Are you still there?
I'm alive.
All right. And Victor just goes, "Don't worry, I'll get you out." He grabs onto Valindra and pulls her through,
Oh!
and you are now outside.
Oh!
He goes
Oh,
in, grabs
no.
Smokey. He's like, "Got you, no, Smokey," and pulls you through. And then goes.
I'm gonna float to the back and be like, nope, that's okay. I will just.
He's like, "Don't worry, Rose, I got you." And he runs at you and pushes you and goes through the wall on the other side. Victor has the means, as long as he's grappling you, to pull you in through the stonework.
I feel like you
Very
could have just
cool.
dropped the stone wall.
I can't do that.
Realistically fun in that.
Oh, how do I get rid of this dark sphere? on me?
You drop concentration.
Yeah, I drop concentration. But like,
Varkash, what do I see when I look at Varkash?
Yeah, what does he see?
All right, when you look at Varkash, for you, it's almost as well. Okay, you have no light source, so it's really hard to tell. Okay, if you want to ignite your fur ball.
Yep.
Varkash, you remember how brilliant and dazzling he once was. His scales look as if they've been depleted, whitewashed, to a degree where he looks like a pale reflection of his previous self. His muscles look a little tighter. He doesn't seem to be as not as fit as you
Robust?
remember him being. Yeah, he seems to have lost some of his vitality, and he looks rather sick.
I'm incredibly displeased you attacked my brilliantly blue scales.
I love it.
I'll
Oh,
never admit this, but
Oh, for
me,
gosh.
me and Rook are mood kindreds when it comes to our
Vanity.
vanity. Yeah.
Varkash, when we get back, I am going to polish those scales to a shining gleam. Do not worry. I am here for you
I'm
in your
feeling
time of need.
not very well, and now incredibly disturbed.
I don't want to like upset you or anything, but you don't look so good.
Do I feel shitty? Or
Oh
is it kind
yes,
of-
I mean if you've ever had the full kind of flu and the just like that terrible like I have no
Have I got-
energy, my
have I got dragon
joints
COVID?
ache.
You've got the dragon flu.
Dragvid
Dragvid.
19.
Dragvid 19. Oh, just start coughing. And just like huge amounts of snot and gout come streaming from my nostrils.
Oh God, that's
And just start
disgusting.
I have
flicking it
changed my
accidentally.
mind. Please stay as
towards-
far away from me as possible.
Start flicking it accidentally to get rid of it from my hands, but it all like hurls towards the party members.
Oh,
Hey, Rook,
I don't
do you
feel
wanna
good, guys.
you wanna hunt around for any type of treasure or anything? See if we can find his hoard.
Probably a good plan. Do we have to go in there? And I'll gesture towards the water.
I mean, can we
don't
should we rest first?
I mean, I
That would
guess.
be a
I
good
was planning
idea.
on looting and leaving, honestly.
This place is terrible.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll go with Rook and help him look for stuff.
I'll
Wait,
come with
the-
you.
No,
Please
Varkash,
don't.
you stay there. You stay there, and you rest. Victor, do you wanna help? Actually, I feel like I'll help Victor look.
Okay.
I'm going to do my own Passover at a slower pace if you want to go ahead of me a little bit, Smokey. Because I
Uh,
can attack with
Okay.
advantage just by going slower.
Yeah. If you want to take the up, I'll take the down.
I'll take the right here.
Yep. Stay
Alright,
there.
so Smokey, you're not short resting.
I mean, I need.
Actually,
Is this
Smokey,
gonna
you
take a
can,
whole short rest?
you
I
can
mean,
short
if
rest
you are
if
trying to
need
regain your spell slot back.
Yeah, because this is the whole.
Yeah, Smokey,
We're
if you
going
want to
through the entire
rest,
thing.
go ahead and rest. Between
Okay.
me, Victor, and Rook, we'll scope the place.
Yeah, you
Okay,
don't
Sam.
worry about it, Smokey. We got this.
Okay, I'll just be here with Farkesh.
Just go over and wrap my hand around on his shoulder.
Just
It's just dripping. It's just dripping with dragon snot.
no.
It's just,
6 feet apart.
Prestidigitation, prestidigitation.
Yeah, that's
6 feet apart, you guys.
yeah, that's your
6 feet.
sanitizing spray right there.
it's like just me and Smokey will be right in his face. We'll be fine. He'll take care of me.
You can't tell if Smokey's crying or if it's just not coming down his face.
Yeah.
No, my past 3 rolls on dice were 5, 6, 5. So they all come out to
Buddy.
22.
All right, so you're looking where, Rook?
I'm searching everything above the water, apparently.
Alright.
Although, since Smokey's actually not checking, I'll check everything. Just take my time doing it.
All right, so you will go in the water.
Yeah, I won't like it, but I will.
All right. Looking around, at least in this area at first, it's too difficult. There's nothing really of any value that you notice. If you go in the water, you will have to make your checks with disadvantage.
Was that
That
just
evens
straight
it out
then?
to
since-
base, which would just be 22.
For anyone who looks down, it will be 20. It will be a disadvantage roll due to the fact that it is a thick, murky liquid, difficult to see.
22 is still absolute minimum for Rook, and that was rolled there.
Oh yeah,
Not an
because of your
investigation check
reliable
because of a
talent.
reliable talent.
Yeah. Now let's see. Victor will do his roll as well.
Can I assist him so that it's just a straight roll?
Oh, sure. You can both dive in together.
Yeah.
All right. So he will make it and flat then. So Victor looks as well.
Come on.
Spin
Besides
Smokey
two
around.
terrible rolls.
And just
Well,
make him look at me.
All right, Solid Rook and his reliable talents.
Okay. So for the most part, you kind of just don't really find anything good. The only thing he sometimes touches is something squishy and like the worst kind of food left to kind of swell in the sink where it gets that saturated kind of feeling.
Because now I do feel sick.
So that's what he kind of mostly comes across along with you, and you guys are just kind of like instantly, recoiling from it. There's nothing you really want to even delve deeper to. You're just like, no, and you kind of come up and just like, no, taking a break, not gonna do it. Rook, on the other hand, as you continue to look around and down, your eyes are unable to really give you any sense to see anything. You have to rely on just your own hands to feel and get a sense of where you are, using your own intelligence to kind of dive deeper. You notice that there are corpses, bodies that have been bloated and saturating in this kind of stew-like pool for you don't know how long. As you begin to pull up some of the bodies, some of them are creatures, animals that have strayed too close to the side of the moat and were pulled in to then be left down into the murky depths to just slowly pickle in a way, allow them to be a satisfying meal later. However, there are a few adventurers down there, and other individuals that weren't necessarily too fortunate when they came across this area. Some of them, you can tell, are more primitive and tribal in nature. As you pull them up, you can see goblin-like creatures with bloated bellies, larger in size than they should be, maybe 3 times. And you can see bone necklaces and other kind of trinkets, talismans, crude art that has been made into jewelry around them. Most of it quite useless to you, and it seems very little worth your time. Perhaps you could sell them for a few copper pieces or some silver maybe, but that would be down to you if you wanted to keep them. You can tell that this dragon has, for the most part, not really cared for any kind of treasure in regards to wealth. You notice, as you continue to investigate, his hoard are the corpses of his slain enemies. Those that have come to his lair, he treats them as trophies. He didn't seem to devour them. He left them there to become enlarged so that he can bask or submerge himself in the glory of this killing field.
Very in character, very disgusting. I am bringing up all the bodies of adventurers for Smokey to check for magic things.
For sure. There are no magic items on those persons. The only things that you can find that were in here are what appears to be the large axe and the melted slag of metal that was on his finger.
I had to ask Smokey a question, then I just like projectile vomit at his feet.
Smokey, I hate to ask this of you with everything else disgusting in here, but are you almost ready to start doing things again?
Am I?
I mean,
Well, I finally
if you have no other desire to do anything else, you can always wait for something to finish his short rest.
While I'm waiting, can I just like look around? I want to kind of examine and take samples of. Is there any samples of the crystal that this place is made of in this cave, or is it all rock?
If you go up to this particular part, you can see that it looks to be made of earth, and it seems to have been almost as if trying to mimic crystal here in the lower region. If you were to go back up to the top, it might be a different story.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
Can I try to see if I can gather some of the acid pouch or something from the dragon and see if I can play with it alchemically to make Rook or like even like gather up loose splashes, because I promised Rook acid arrows and I have yet to
Yep. You
do
can
that,
make.
so.
You're going to go ahead and make a few checks. If anyone wishes to help you, they can. First, you need an investigation check.
I'll go
Oh,
over.
God.
I'll help.
Whoa. Thanks, Varkesh. Just
No, you're welcome.
help from a distance. Just cheer me on.
Over here.
Okay. Now,
Can't find it.
go ahead and make a nature check for me. All right. Through your first investigation, you are unable to find the acid gland. That might be one that creates it, but you are able to find what appears to be the majority of where you think the precious organs might be, heart including. And you do find the central organ mass. Maybe perhaps if you dig down a bit more, you might be able to hopefully find one in there.
Yeah, I'll keep digging around.
Are you looking for the thing that makes the acid?
Yeah.
It was round about here. That's where it is on me.
Wait, you make acid?
No, I make the sparkies.
All right.
Sparkies.
I mean, you can make
Do you
your
have a
investigation
fever?
with advantage if you'd like again, but this is going to be like the first nat 20.
Biology lesson
All right.
with Varkesh.
With that, I will say you negate half to making the dex saving throw. As Varkesh indicates where it is, you instead lift up the organs that might be blocking it instead of searching for it blindly, and you can see a delicate sac that is slowly containing what appears to be the last remnants of its own attempt to refill it with acidic dragon breath. It will take some finesse and some very fine handling to avoid puncturing this acidic sac. Though with Varkesh's help, I will say you can make that check with advantage with that nat 20.
I give her the approving nod and a thumbs up, just as the biggest slimy snot streams come down out of his snout.
Is it a saving throw or just a check for dex?
What, for the snot or for the acid gland?
For the acid.
You don't need to
Alright.
make a dex save because of the nat 20, which you could have accidentally
Okay.
punctured, but you'll need to make a sleight of hand check to see if you can remove it without accidentally
Oh,
puncturing.
God.
You do get advantage because of that expert guide. Okay.
So you know who's really good at that? And he rolled.
Yeah, that's a 10. So, thank you for whoa, all those follows.
Thank you.
By the way. But yes, so you try very cautiously, you accidentally puncture a little bit of it, and you do lose half of the acid. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I hate this game.
All right. You will only take half of the damage.
God.
You will only take 12 acid damage as it burns your hand just slightly, going in between the cracks of your dark gauntlet that Varkesh had crafted for you. And it gets stuck in there. You're kind of forced to go... and it's kind of in there for the moment, but eventually it subsides. And you have half of an acid dragon sac. This-
Oh no, Valindra's hurt.
No. Stay away.
Cure wounds right on the shoulder.
No. I am dodging the crap out of that. I'm not letting it happen.
I'm chasing after him like
Um,
almost zombie-like form, going, "Let me cure you!"
I will Eldritch Blast you. I will put you out of your misery. Stay back.
Right? I'm still gonna cure wounds because I think she's been bad.
She has been burnt.
She has.
I'm not bad. I'm good on health.
Well, yeah, you after your
Just
cure
let me die.
heal.
Not about that life.
Well, he's
Yeah.
too sick to run after, so like after like 6 steps, he starts getting a bit woozy, and he just keels over,
Oh goodness. Smokey,
Just
can we go home now?
kills himself.
You have
Well-
in your possession 8 ounces of dragon acid.
Ooh.
It is actually very rare and a potent alchemical reagent. You do know from your studies that this particular acid is considered not only the most potent, especially from an ancient dragon, but it is highly prized by alchemists when they wish to make not only acidic-based potions, but also mixing in some rare magical ones. A few ingredients could use this also as a supplement for some of their necessary components to craft some of those flasks you do have the skills to make.
Ooh. Like the etches.
I have a vial of this stuff too in my inventory. I vaguely remember it coming up, but I don't remember how I got it.
Of ancient black dragon?
It's just there.
This is vial of dragon acid. It was either from the green or this
Interesting.
one.
It would be from... It might be a vial of poison.
Ooh,
Maybe it's poison.
could have been the poison. That or those weird bug things in the
Oof.
north that we fought.
But just that name.
Mm.
So I have 8 ounces.
Yep, 8
How
ounces.
much? Because I'm assuming if I just dip an arrow straight into this, it's going to disintegrate it. How much do I have to dilute it? Like, theoretically, how many vials could I convert this into?
It depends on what you wish to craft it into. Each one will have a different effect of how you wish to, change it. If you wanted to make a very high-level potion, for instance, you might not want to dilute it.
And I do still have 6 glass vials on my person as well, if you need.
All right. Yeah, I'll just stash that away for right now.
Yeah, you can put it into a glass vial if you'd like, if you don't trust the natural gland to hold the remaining.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep it in the leaky bag. I'm going to put it in vials.
Sure. Yeah, you can definitely put it into a glass flask.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
If no one
Well,
else does
I-
Get
anything
those
else,
just say it fills.
I mean, if you want to grab anything else from the dragon, you may.
Teeth, claws,
Sure, just make a
And-
nature check.
scales, everything
Can
of
I help
value.
with it now at this point, or am I still resting?
If you want to just give it help at the tail end, you can help, sure. Especially if all you're doing is
Uh,
instructing and managing, supervising, that's
Oh.
fine.
Yeah.
That won't break your short rest.
Yeah.
19?
Ooh.
All right.
Doesn't get much better.
Yeah. You're able to take one of its horns, 5 dragon teeth,
Ooh.
and go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for the scales.
You said 5 dragon teeth?
5 dragon
Mhm.
teeth.
Sleight of
And is
hand.
hers at advantage because I'm supervising?
Yes. Well, sure.
It didn't
Well,
matter.
either matter. 12.
It's shitty either way.
Okay, you get in total, out of your entire attempt, eventually 1 dragon hide. That is a 5x5 square.
I did it.
You notice it's a little bit more sturdy than the white hide.
Ooh, could we make it into armor for Rook?
Potentially.
Varkesh, I have an idea.
Just spit all everywhere.
I'll talk to you about it later, though. Oh,
Okay,
God.
yeah. I was actually wondering, you guys. So, we were planning to get one dragon in this, little respite from the dragons we actually like, or aren't trying to actively kill. And we wanted to do the black one, but we thought it would take us several days to get here. But it's been one afternoon, and I mean, do we want to go back to the keep, or do we want to keep on pushing to the north to go after a red?
I'm for the keep so I can get a bath, please.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying that we're not going to be able to have a chance for a very long time then.
Out of character, red dragon, please. In character, Rook wants a bath.
I mean,
Right
I don't.
now, Varkash wants chicken soup for some unknown
Wait,
reason.
why would we not? Are you talking about going after it today?
Well, I mean, it's going to take us time to get there. But we're already, I don't know exactly where we are, but we're at least a third of the way there from our keep.
I mean, couldn't we teleport there To the Red Dragon?
I've never been there before. I don't have anything from there to focus on. I'd just
Yeah,
be
but-
focusing on a mountain range.
Maybe Bardoom could help?
We
Worst
could.
comes to worst, we could just go there, find something attached to the location.
I was gonna say,
We have
Smokey, just to
sights,
help
and then go
remember
back.
from your keen mind, of course, as you have a great intelligence. You do know that you are.
Just to remind you, you're smart.
You are somewhere currently in the heart of the marsh, probably somewhere here near the W.
Yeah.
So that
that-
means to travel over here
hmm
would take you at least a week.
Okay.
We need Steamboat Winnie Mock.
Well, at the moment, yeah, you wouldn't be able to get much river access there, unless you went
But
to
then
the
again-
ocean.
Yeah. I mean, it's also true that we could come back here if I just grab something that's like, very much a part of this place. So it's kind of a place that it would take. So yeah, I guess it's not as important as I thought it would be. If we're not gonna go after the red, I'm sure I wouldn't mind a rest after that last.
Oh, it is a short rest. It's been an hour, hasn't it? Yeah. Markesh, another con save, please.
Oh, good.
Why? What have you done to me? Oh, apart from making me ill, apparently, but that's fine.
He's an albino.
Wait, am I? I thought I was just peaked.
Well, I don't know. Make a con save.
Oh god.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh no.
Do you have another inspiration?
I do, but if this is going to be a thing, I might need to save it.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
You take a
Ooh.
total of 60. Two.
What kind of damage?
What the fuck?
Oh, this is necrotic damage.
Oh,
what the hell is happening?
Dude, you're
You-
poisoned.
Death Ward goes off, I imagine.
So I just... And then... Back up again.
Well,
Alright,
it's
we
more of a
gotta-
complete, I don't want to get up now. You feel
Just,
terrible. Luckily, the Death Ward does prevent you from getting to 0 at this moment, but
Thank
you are at
you.
1 hit point.
Alright, we gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah. Okay.
Cure wounds myself.
Let's
So
get back to the keep.
By the way,
Oh.
Varkesh, you will be vomiting and feeling quite hideous as you kind of come back. It's almost as if you're choking on your own bile at this point.
Jesus Christ.
well, I mean, I appreciate the keep, but I mean, we don't really have anyone who knows how to heal there. Our healer is Varkesh. We could go to Alniel though. They have temples and stuff.
I
They're-
like how he ignores the one healer at the keep.
Wait, who's the healer at the keep?
Varkesh.
An Ursine-shaped healer.
Oh, our bear. I don't know if he's still there. He likes to wander.
Who
and
is
stuff.
being scried on and needs a place to be safe?
Yeah, last we knew, and we did tell him about that, which we should probably warn him that won't last a lot longer.
Okay. But first, we gotta get something from this place, like a crystal. I really actually want a piece of that crystal.
The
Can we-
axe.
Well, the axe would also work, but I want a piece of the crystal.
You want piece of crystal? I can do that. Victory is capable of getting crystal, and
I
you
was about
see
to
him.
say, when did the merchant jump in?
You see him go. Okay, all right, let's do this, and he goes into the stone wall and phew, shoots up. So with his monk not moving for a while, let's see. That's like, jeez, how many feet can he
Something
move?
stupid. He's
It's-
like 55 feet. Then he can do it 3 times on his turn, double that.
And then he does have one. Oh, he gets key points after a short rest anyway, so he's full. So yeah, so feline agility makes a move again with his normal feat, right?
So you have his speed.
Yep.
You can do it 3 times in a turn, and then double that.
Okay, yeah. So that's 360 feet.
Yeah.
Yep, that's more than enough to reach the top and out, and he will emerge once more above and see the dark crystals that form around the keep, and he's going to look for crystal. He's going, okay, crystal, where crystal? I'm looking for crystal.
They're everywhere.
Let's look for best crystal. Smokey needs only best crystal. There's best crystal! And he goes over to what he sees as almost like a perfect, similar to a quartz, kind of jutting out, just enough to kind of grip for him. He's like, great. And he's going to try to snap it off.
I just see that scene from the first Aladdin where Abu sees the ruby in the demon's hand.
Right?
He's like, "Ugh, come on, Victor, you can do this. Ugh." He's like,
Can I go help him?
"Ah!"
so
He's
far
trying
away.
very hard. He's not doing so well.
Can I help him, or is he like?
Well, yeah, after he tries the second time, he's like, okay, not much. And he goes down once more. He hasn't moved that turn. And he emerges out and goes, okay, I need help. Valindra, you're strong.
Let's do it.
All right, it's about 400 feet above us.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
he wants you to dimension door.
I
so
c-
like-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
can I
can't-
like
I can't-
see? Can I like see a ledge or something I can stand on that's close to it?
Nope, you're underground.
Oh, it's like above ground.
Yep.
All right. So like 400 feet straight up.
Yeah, about there. Yeah.
Victor, I need you to think. Think hard.
Okay. Think.
Like, don't-
Yeah, about 400.
All right, I'm trusting you. If we die,
Valindra, if it's high in the air, these boots don't require you to focus on them in order to use.
They don't acquire attunement.
oh,
They don't require attunement.
cool.
So
Yeah,
broken.
I'll put them
Right.
on. I feel
Really?
like your bird feet might have stretched them out, but I'll try them.
That can't be
Yep.
right.
Seriously, go check them.
Winged boots are not attuned.
Oh wait, never mind. They require attunement.
Okay,
Lied
I was
to
gonna
me.
say it's like they're magic items. They got to adjust to your feet. Otherwise, I mean, you can't have little rook feet shoes on you the whole
Sorry.
time, like covering your toes.
Or wondrous item. Yeah, it's attunement.
How does one put shoes on a bird?
All right, I'll just poof
All right,
400 feet up.
it is a 20 foot above his guesstimated thing, so you kind of both go. Wah! He lands on his feet, no problem, but you will be landing with a bit of an ouch.
Does she plummet 400 feet?
No. She
20.
plummets 20, so she will only take 2.
Do I?
Wow,
Oh,
God.
okay, never mind. It's not worth it.
Very, very little damage. It's more of like a butt ow.
Ow.
Okay, sorry,
I'll
I was off by
remember that.
20 feet, but a little close.
I'll remember that.
But look, I found here perfect crystal. Look at this. Yeah, smoky like.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. All right.
Yeah, no, you break it. I'll come and help you from behind, and he will try to grab
Yeah.
your leg and help. Yeah. Go ahead and make
So
your
it's-
strength check with advantage.
Yay! 17.
All right, good. So, with that, it tinks off.
How big was it?
Oh, for Valindra, I mean, it's about the size of
Like a water bottle? Or?
yeah, basically like a water bottle.
What do we need this for again? Is this for the keep?
Smokey wants it. That's all I know.
All right, here we go. I will
Okay.
go down 380 feet.
Yes, that would be.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay, here we go.
Alright,
I'm gonna
I-
grab him and then
I
poof.
trust you. Woof, woof. As you reappear in the darkness.
Here you go, Smokey. We got you this
Oh.
crystal. It's not. Is that a good enough size? Do you need more? Is that
Oh
okay?
yeah, this is great. Yeah. And I mean, now with the stuff we have here, we can always come back. And Smokey's been drawing the circle. And he's going to do it. Can you do it like around the axe? Because he definitely wants to take the axe with him.
Ooh.
Can I
You-
move? Or
You
have I
can
lost
move.
these
You can move,
moves?
Arkesh. You're just very, very weak. And if you put
Can
on
I,
your
like-
gear back, you can put your gear back on.
Can I drag the axe through the thing?
Yeah, you can make a strength check.
Yeah, I think I could probably drag it. Just don't put it too far away from the axe.
Okay. And Smokey will start drawing the circle to put it like adjacent to the axe.
Yeah, Victor, you're gonna have to help me drag this through.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll help. Do I have an 8 in strength? That's okay.
Do I have?
Well, no, I'll get advantage if he helps me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna help you.
All right. Is there
Okay.
anything else we need here, guys, or are we about ready to go?
Why haven't
Let's
you made the
leave.
portal yet? I want to leave.
Varkesh, can you move okay? Can you get through it?
I'm Varkesh. I'm dying.
Varkesh, crawl towards the sound of our voice.
But
I
crawl
have a
quickly.
bag full of shiny things.
We're in a very large cave where things bounce off and I'm hallucinating and like
Varkesh, I
Rook,
have
go-
your belt.
Rook, go grab his hand.
I
it's
don't want to
covered, it's absolutely saturated in snot.
Make Victor do it.
No, Victor has to help me drag the axe.
No, I can help you drag the axe. I don't want to touch him.
Fine, just somebody get Varkesh, please.
He's just holding the chalk, waiting.
Just like that, going, help me!
Ugh,
Hands
I-
out reach.
it's fine. I, Victor, will help Varkesh, because I care. And he goes over towards Varkesh and goes, okay, big boy, over here. Over
I
here.
just instantly grab him by the face. It's a horrible squish. I go, thank you, my friends.
I can breathe.
All right, come on, guys, let's go.
Breathe.
Look. And he just
I'll
tries to
help with
take
the
your
axe
hands
in his
off and put them in his
face.
hands like this way. And he's gonna look at Smokey with probably a terrible looking kind of mad at Fern going, help me.
I had it for a whole hour, and I make the last mark.
No, help me with the
With what?
prestidigitation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Covered in snot.
Okay.
It's miserable cat face, so it's like he thought you might be sympathetic.
Not if
For
you
another
don't use
cat,
your
that's just a
words.
normal face.
So alright, so finishing the circle, it opens up, and so Valindra and Victor will push Varkesh through before trying to rush over to Valindra, and he's gonna try to help 19. Alright, it goes through.
Just roll me through.
As you all emerge once more into the tower with this heavy metallic axe kind of right next to you as the portal closes.
We did it.
Hooray.
Somehow. Oh God. How do we find
I,
Bath Bear?
I think I would have actually, during my short rest, used my homunculus to get to alert like Eldarin and people that we were gonna return within an hour.
And we
so
need Varkesh himself.
I would not have. I probably would have, because I gave the thing hands so it can write down, and so it would have been like we are returning in about an hour, and then like probably 30 minutes after that, Varkesh needs a healer. Please find Bath Bear.
He doesn't know a person by that name.
Okay, Smokey wouldn't have said Bath Bear. That's our thing. It's Rex.
He
Please
still
find
doesn't know his name.
Oh, okay.
Healy Bear.
I mean, Smokey would know that he doesn't know who that is, though. He would have put Rex. Or Rex.
The bear with the
What is it?
talking
Rexingtrum?
Detroit
It's not
chipmunk.
Rexingtrum.
No.
Is
No,
Rex
that's
not
the
his
name
name?
of the city.
No, that's the nickname.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Smokey would have put.
Sure. Yeah, eventually, after he probably would have asked around, he had 30 minutes to inquire who that is. And yes. Luckily, there are a few individuals from the city, aka Rook's family and
What?
friends, do know him by that name, and will be able to hopefully direct him. Now, did you tell him to go anywhere, or just to bring him into the keep? Well, he's already in the keep.
Yeah, so just that Varkesh is very ill and needs a healer.
Okay, well, they're going to wait still at the barracks, because they know they can't enter the tower, because that's going to be outside the zone.
Yep. So we arrive. I didn't mention anything about the axe, but yeah. I think the axe is okay for here. We need to get Varkesh down into to our druid friend.
Yep, let's go.
Okay,
Varkesh, close
okay,
your eyes.
buddy, come with me.
It's
I got
already
your hand.
closed. It's just their labored breathing.
Don't let go of my hand. I got you. Valindra, you get axe.
Okay, I'll start dragging the axe.
I'll try and help her then with the axe.
Okay, one of you can make a
So-
strength with advantage.
Trailing vomit and drool as I'm being dragged.
19.
Good. So yeah,
Oh, thank
it's a
God for Smokey.
slow, terribly horrible process. You are at this point not caring that it's going to start to scrape across the stonework and leave some dents and scratches, but it does down the stairs.
Just down the stairs.
Yeah, as you just tink, tink, tink,
Nice.
tink, tink. Eventually, of course, Varkesh, you are quite sick. I don't think you really are looking up above the stone right now. I will say you won't have to
No.
worry about making the check. You're just kind of...
That would just add
Barely.
insult to injury at this point.
But yeah, but Victor helps walk you across, as Rook also joins, I'm assuming. Okay,
yeah.
good. Eventually, you all return to the keep, once more safely in the withered private sanctum. As you enter the barracks, you can see that waiting there, Eldarin. There seems to be also the Bath Bear, as you call him, along with a
Whee!
very familiar creature atop his shoulders. The little chipmunk.
Speaker.
Not that one.
Oh, different.
Nutters.
It's Nutters. As the little
Gosh.
chipmunk is kind of looking at you all, waiting to see what this is all about. You can also see Smokey, your grandmother, is there. And she's also a little concerned as she heard news.
Grandmama.
Oh,
Bye.
ladies, no healing remedies. Help me, Grandma.
No, not this one.
chicken soup. Oh, she wasn't that kind of grandma. Fair enough.
As they do
she-
see Varkesh for the first time, they all are quite shocked. He looks very bad, especially in daylight now. You can see that his demeanor is just worse. He's got more color in his snot than he does in his scales.
Ugh.
Wow. Oh, damn. Okay.
What's up with him? He looks
Well, he's
all icky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sick.
Look
So
up to
he-
the chipmunk. Food.
No.
Ah!
He absorbed the essence of a really powerful ancient black dragon, and it doesn't look like it agreed with him.
The bear turns at the little chipmunk and kind of makes a few gruntle noises, and he kind of goes, "Oh, yeah. Did you ever cast that spell on him? The one that, like, does that tells you what's on him? That thing? You know?"
Yeah, I can do that.
Identify?
Yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that.
that's the one.
Okay, 1 minute. Starting now. I'm using a spell slot.
Smokey
Oh.
comes over, and I'm like, Smokey. Blah!
Yep. I will use a charge of my safeguard shield to block whatever he shoot at me.
Ding. Putting in the hover in place, yeah. You take about a minute to do it as everyone watches and waits for a second. Smokey,
Sounded
as you
extremely bad.
finish,
You tyke.
just, there's nothing. Your identify spell allows you to determine if there's any magical affliction on the person. There is nothing magical afflicting Varkesh.
I call bullshit on that. That's something clearly magical afflicting me.
Okay.
Could be poison or disease as well, in which case we would need a paladin or cleric
Okay.
to detect poison.
My magic isn't showing anything is affecting him spell wise or curse wise or that sort of thing.
Can I still cast spells?
Yes.
Okay. I will attempt Lesser Resto on myself. See
Okay.
if that helps.
As you cast Lesser Restoration, trying to remove any poisons, paralyzed, blind, none of those.
I can do a disease or a
too.
condition afflicting it.
Yeah, and no.
Shit.
Poison is on there.
You notice that the Lesser Restoration doesn't seem to remove what would be considered any kind of condition afflicting you outside something. It's different.
Just drop my head in defeat. Oh, I can't. I'll just die then.
Mm.
Okay, so what do we do?
I don't know. What do I do? You can see the Bath Bear is kind of a little curious and concerned. So what he does is he kind of starts to inspect him and do his best to make a medicine check to determine what's wrong with him.
Oh, come on, Bath Bear, save the day, buddy. Oh,
Wow.
Bath Bear.
Still probably like an 18.
Yeah, but that's not
hilarious.
enough. He doesn't
Can
really
I
seem
assist?
to. How do you assist?
After the fact.
I want to just kind of like explain what happened and like tell him like all of his symptoms and everything like that and like
I will join and just the most unhappy way possible help manipulate Varkesh's limbs so that the Bat Bear can get a better look at everything.
Oh,
Just
Like his arms
puppeteering.
limply at the side, just
sure.
that sort of thing.
Sure,
as
with
needed.
with Rook, the nurse Rook, yeah, going at it. We
Oh,
then
Nurse
mask
Rook.
on.
Nurse Rook.
Little Red Cross hat on.
All right, he'll try to
Frilly
take
lingerie.
what you have into account and reassess his attempt to
Come
determine
on,
what is
Bath
ailing
Bear.
him. Not much better, but
Bath
he
Bear.
does determine at least with that because he does have above a 20 now. This particular affliction doesn't look to be any kind of foreign ailment. This almost looks to be like a similar to if you can tell if a creature is almost out of its own environment. It seems to be there's just something wrong with Varkesh. It's almost as if like if a fish is trying to breathe out of water, it looks like it's having a struggling point. It looks like he's right now at a stage that is his body is unable to process naturally whatever it needs to do. That's the best he can surmise.
I'm ill because I'm out of my element. Throw
Uh,
me in front of a
You're
mirror.
homesick.
Did just maybe he needs to be put in like a mud bath type thing. 'Cause he just this came from involving the essence of a black dragon.
Okay.
It's
I was thinking,
strange thought.
did we ever finish that shrine to the first dragon?
No.
Nope.
Unfortunately, I don't.
It's only been a day. Does not get built
Okay.
in a day.
Okay. It's not Rome,
Yeah.
just part of Rome.
Depending on how many craftsmen.
A shed will do.
I mean, we could try the mud thing. Victor, can you do like your earth thing to make mud?
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah, totally. I can absolutely do that. I just
I'm
need.
fucking dying, and they're gonna throw me face first into a
I
muddy
just need.
puddle.
I just need the place that's muddied. Where's
Right,
muddy?
to the courtyard.
The courtyard. The courtyard. The courtyard.
Great.
I thought that's where we were. Okay.
No,
No
you're in the
problems.
barracks right now.
I was always envisioning the courtyard as like cobblestone.
The
Am I
courtyard
wrong?
is like cobblestone.
Face plants.
I will Eldritch Blast cobblestone away until I
No,
find
no,
dirt.
stop that!
Oh, are you gonna let her
Makes
do
you
that?
happy.
Nope.
No,
No, don't do that.
it's
We
rock.
can just take him down to the wine cellar. Remember the
Booze is
little
good.
collapse? There's probably some down there.
Oh, where we fought the plant, if nothing else.
Exactly.
I was gonna see if like for some reason it didn't drag you guys over. Yeah, it did it.
Oh, hey, White
Nice.
Dragon
Yes,
again.
perfect.
Okay, because for some reason it wasn't doing it on the main screen, so I thought it was delayed because I went too far. Yes, so you notice that right now the courtyard itself is filled. However, there is a lower section down there that does have more grassy terrain.
Yay! We'll take him there.
That'll do.
All
All
right.
right, Victor, do your thing.
Okay. Because Victor is amazing at this. Victor, try. Victor, it's more of like a powdered kind of pit of dirt right now.
It's just
And able to create
cantrip?
like just a copious amount of water.
Well, his cantrip doesn't make mud; it just digs out a hole and then makes it loose dirt at that point.
Ugh.
And so that's why I was trying to give him this Arcana thing, but he's just like, oh,
Yeah.
this is hard. I need
Bubbles?
water.
Yeah.
I need water.
Bubbles.
Everybody, give me water. Water skin. Give me water skin.
I'll give him my water skin.
Yeah, I'm sure I have them.
All right, and then he takes the water skins and pours out the water, and then he starts to churn it with shape water and molder at the same time, forming what appears to be this mud-like pit. Okay, made mud. There we go.
Push for our
Muddy
kitchen.
pit.
Just
enough mud.
wing me in. That's great.
In your loincloth.
You're right.
Mm.
Oh no, I'm wearing my new clothes, my beautiful coloration.
You can always take them off.
Aw.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No time. Just push him in.
Did you go in or do you take them off? It's down to you.
I can barely blink, apparently, so whatever, just throw me in.
Okay,
Fine.
in you go. As you are now inside this slightly weird jacuzzi of cold mud. Make a con saving throw.
Oh God.
The mud didn't work, guys.
Or
Or
it
is
might
it-
be working beautifully. We don't know.
We're testing to see if
Just-
how well your scale is going to recover with its facial.
Oh,
Okay. That does not succeed.
no shit.
You take
I
46.
mean, he only has 1 hit point, so.
Well,
He was healing him bits up with
Yeah, but 46.
I had 20, but now I have 0.
Okay, so Varkash
just-
immediately just kind of begins to kind of, and he sinks into the mud as he's about maybe to drown in the mud.
Drown
Nope.
in a puddle. That's
I don't think it's
the-
working.
the
Although
story of
yes, water
Varkesh.
breathing. But
Oh, okay.
Rex, can you heal him?
Arjun!
Okay. And Victor's like,
No,
don't
wait,
go
wait.
for him, just get him out! And Victor's gonna try to pull him out. Anyone gonna help him?
Everyone's helping, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
help.
I'm
Well-
gonna pull him out and try to pour a health.
Smokey
potion
is
down his
helping.
throat.
Okay, alright, yeah, make strength checks. Varkash is a little heavy.
I called for Rex to come help with healing.
I mean, you know,
He's probably
he's
closer,
watching you.
too.
Yeah, he's watching you do this. So, 18. Okay, Valindra.
this how I die?
He's-
Well, I mean, technically you are at 0. No one's healed you just yet.
Hence my question.
I mean, I will go. I have healing potions. I will, once I get his face out of the mud, I will, where is it? Potion of healing. I will give him 1 normal potion of healing.
Okay, forcing it down his throat. Yep. Varkash, you are
Four,
once more returned back with
6.
6 hit
I
points.
live.
But for you,
Six.
it's
God.
it's hard.
This feels weird, by the way, being at 0. It's not right.
Good thoughts. Smokey, can you identify this and I'll pull out the ring that the dragon is wearing? Maybe that had something to do with it.
It is a piece
Okay.
of slag.
Yeah.
Something.
I will go ahead and I have no other better idea. So yeah, I'll use another first level to cast identify. on
Sure.
The slag.
Yeah. As you try to cast Identify
I'll-
on the slag. Hmm.
Oh, I was just gonna say while he does that, I'm bringing Rex over to heal. first.
Oh yeah. Rex is watching this as he thought maybe perhaps your trick would work. It seems to not be effective, and instead he's going to try a different method in hopes to maybe keep Varkash from passing out continuously,
Regeneration.
he's going to cast Regenerate on Varkesh. So that 1 minute for
Nice.
Identify for Smokey is the 1 minute he uses to create the regeneration effect. Varkesh, you will
Takes an hour.
heal
Oh, nice
That's
enough.
duration, never mind.
for 30 immediately, and you regain 1 hit point at the start of your turns. 10 hit points a minute.
Well, that's good.
So you will be pretty much back to full. It lasts for an hour. So that's 60
That
hit
should be
points on
spell.
top of the... oh no, you're only going to be at 90.
90.
90 hit
90
points.
is better than 0.
But you are at
Really?
90.
Just that?
So it's 10
I
hit
feel a
points each
little
minute.
better.
There's 60 minutes in an hour. It only lasts an hour.
Oh, every 10. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good for restoring body limbs, but yeah, no.
That doesn't give anyone the excuse to start hacking me to bits. Right.
Let's chop his arms off.
Does his tail heal some?
Well, I mean, he never lost his
That's
tail.
a good question.
No. It's scarred. Okay.
Oh. I mean, no, it doesn't remove scars, but if you wanted to, you could.
There was probably nerve damage if it's as sensitive as he has it.
Remove
Nerve
my physical
regenerate?
scars And my
I mean, the nerves
mental
can maybe
scars
regenerate, but it's
disappear.
like, does the skin cell regenerate, or does the skin stay?
Skin probably not.
That's the point. Yeah.
But
so-
then you can reattach arms.
yeah.
I mean, there is that.
You can regrow his tail fresh if you'd like a lizard.
So, you're opting to probably chop my tail off and then use the regenerate to heal the nerve damage?
No, Smokey doesn't even know about this. He's casting Identify. It's just
Fair enough.
A
Rook,
later,
on the other hand,
a later thing for Varkesh maybe to do when he wants to regenerate himself.
If there's a time for Varkesh to pray, it would be from that glint in Rook's eye.
So, after casting Identify,
Valindris too.
there is nothing magical about this slag. But, make an Arcana check.
okay.
Up to different reason, surely.
There is nothing special about
That's
this
an
slag.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
It is
wrong-
acrobatics.
While inspecting
Yeah.
it.
Wrong thing.
Inspired with a flip? No. Alright, 16.
I mean, I'm giving it to Degra anyway, along with the axe.
Degra will not be able to identify. She's not that good with it. She would not know.
Okay.
The axe, on the other hand, if she takes it and starts looking at it, she'll kind of be a little bit impressed and goes, "How'd you find yourself with a giant's axe?"
It was being used by an ancient black dragon.
Really?
Yes, you heard that right.
That's very impressive. This is... Do you see it, though? Right here. And you can see as she traces along the side, there are runes written into the blade.
I see, but I don't know what it means.
Oh, you don't read giant.
I do. Am I awake?
I can read it. I'll look at it.
All right. If you look at it, it says Doombringer.
Hmm.
Ah,
Good,
No,
that's
it's-
appropriate.
Original of him.
it says Doombringer.
Aye, you
That's
see, she
appropriate.
can read it. Yeah. Doombringer. This axe was named for one of the leaders, one of the lords. I don't know their hierarchy up in the giants, but I know there is some kind of name that they give it for the rank of those. Is it ordering? No, ordenen. Ah,
Ordinance?
Ordering, but I
something
wouldn't know.
along those lines. Yeah. And yes, but this particular axe belonged to probably one of those along the high ranks. Nothing magical about it, mind you, but it certainly was perhaps someone's prized possession. It is quite disgusting, though. I mean, I could clean it off for you. This thing is filthy and reeks.
I mean, it was really effective in battle. I was hoping you could transfer it to another weapon that maybe one of us could actually use.
But there's nothing magical on it. It's just filthy. Very filthy. Grotesquely
So-
filthy. I wouldn't cut myself with this blade. You'd probably get sick if you cut yourself with it.
Yeah.
Speaking from first-hand experience, yes, horribly.
Yeah.
I would appreciate a cleaning on that.
Yeah.
Aye, we
that'd be
can
great.
try cleaning it for you.
Thanks, Degra.
Yeah.
They're dying over here.
We still don't
Now
know
we need
what's
to
wrong with
figure out
Rakesh.
what's going on with Rakesh.
What's wrong with Rakesh?
I don't know.
We
He's
don't know.
Oh,
I don't
I wonder.
Well, good luck then.
Oh, all right.
Should just
He's
basically
not a
flip
healer.
Smith.
I'm a smith. I don't know the flesh.
Reforge
You
me!
understand transferring of essences, and what's going on here is that the
Reforge
essence of the
me.
black dragon transferred into his body.
That's
It's a
different.
reach.
That's different.
It's
I don't
fine,
know
it's
nothing
fine.
about dragon essences.
I want bagpipes at my funeral.
If you want to know about dragons, you should ask a dragon.
Played by gnomes, not dwarves.
We called Bardoom.
Oh, great. Thank you for the warning. And she goes ahead and pushes you out and shuts the door.
Oh, okay, bye.
Appropriate answer.
I mean, we're gonna have. He's definitely on his way, but it's just a matter of, I guess, we go to All Niel, but he's just seems to be declining like really quick.
We can't go to Alniel though, right? Because we don't have. Oh, we have the circle thing.
Well, I think Eldarin might be able to take us.
I'm sorry.
Do
Oh, hi.
you know the teleportation circle spell, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever learn the circle signature to All Niel?
Yes.
Do you have that available to transport us?
I've used most of my spells already today.
Are you able to do it today?
I don't have much reserves at the moment. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
We can ask.
I'm not gonna die.
Can you try and find my sister, please?
Yes, she's up in my study. I'll fetch her.
Great,
Thank
she's gonna kill me.
And he will
Just
head
one
up in that
moment.
direction.
I have a thought. Eldrin, do
Yes.
you are you able to cast a sending spell? Send a message.
No, I'm completely depleted.
Completely depleted.
Completely
Not just
depleted.
mostly. Okay, never mind. Scratch that.
Did you find an ancient black dragon too today?
No, I was experimenting with a few of the theories I've been trying with your sister. You fought a dragon today?
Yes,
Yep.
no, go get the sister immediately. We'll have story time later.
Right,
Well,
right.
does-
Sorry, you stopped me.
Well,
Goes
does
on.
Bahira have? Is Bahira
Stopping
also
him again.
depleted?
Does she have what?
Is she also depleted magically?
I don't know. I was mostly experimenting with my transmutation. I'll ask.
We killed
Alright.
Durgast the Doom. Whatever the fuck.
As his
Doom Bringer, that
final
one.
act, he is going
That's
to
all it's like.
fabricate a coffin for himself out of glorious steel.
From the
Farcash,
steel of
stop.
what? The axe?
Oh,
No,
Rook's
Zagra
got
took
my
the
bag of
axe.
holding.
I got all
Daedra
your
took
stuff,
the
bud.
axe.
I crawl after him.
Farcash, stop. Just stop moving. Just lay still.
Smokey will go forward and try to start massaging Varkesh's horns because I think he liked that in the past.
He liked you polishing them?
Sure, that.
At least I'll go to the grave looking pretty.
Where the hell is Bardu?
Actually, as you do say that, you do hear a "You summoned me!"
I crawl
When
away
you-
really fast. Let me die! Let me die!
As eventually a silver dragon comes into view above, as he slowly circles.
I'm just gonna start yelling up to Bardoom. Farcash is really sick. We need your help.
I am here on the way! And you see him dive down very fast towards you, almost to the point of you getting terrified that a meteor is about to strike, but then he stops and you just feel this gush of air before he lands. And he goes, all right, what is wrong? What's wrong with him?
Long story short, we did kill the black dragon
Glorious, you must tell me how you did it!
later because first Varkesh absorbed its essence and then he's been just being sick. I've never seen him sick, but he's like, look at him. He's sick and he keeps on dropping and we keep on having to heal him and we don't got a lot of healing because he's the healer.
Well, yes, of course.
So then the druid said that he thinks that it's because there's no spell, there's no curse, there's no poison, there's no disease, but apparently his body wants something, and because it's not getting it, it's failing.
Rook, if you want to kill me, do it. Don't let him near me.
No, let me see.
God, he's here!
Farcash, shut up. We're
Are
trying
you
to save your
blind?
life.
So he'll make his medicine check. Okay.
And
Come on, Bardoom.
Alright. Yep, so he's gonna look at you for a moment and go, oh! No, wait, no, yes, maybe? Well, yeah.
if you have ideas, please share.
Well, I've only seen this once before, possibly. But it is a dragon's disease. He's not a dragon.
Yes, he is. Keep going. We'll explain later.
Smoke. Yes, he is.
Oh, itty bitty kitty. None of that. No, well, it did. A dragon. This is a depleting thing that happens when they're not sustained enough with their horde.
My whore? I want a
Horde.
horde.
No, not your whore. Your
I grab the
horde.
bag and push it inside out on top of him.
Oh God.
That's a lot of heavy items, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a lot of heavy items. Let me take a look in the bag of holding as what falls onto
On
Barkesh.
top of him to the side, but
Oh, I believe someone just said the words on top of him, didn't they?
So you drop a 50-pound anvil on my head.
That's true, there is a
Drop
50-pound
miniature force.
anvil.
You drop about 90
That's not your
bars.
forge.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's.
Well, he had his
Oh,
own
you can't
before the
keep it in a
forge.
Before I had it, so it's a 50-pound anvil, a miniature kiln, which probably weighs close to about the same. That's about 80 ingots of
Ingots.
steel, weighing about 5 pound each. 10,000 plus gold coins. And a buttload of other shit.
You have silver coins in there too, but yeah,
and a woodsman's axe.
and diamond.
And diamonds.
Yep,
Diamond
it's
dust.
healing components. Yep. Diamonds.
I'm sure he's fine.
Lamp oil. Yeah.
he's taking heavier hits.
Oh, and your adamantine dwarf plate armor. That no, that's not. That's broken. That's all. That's now your shield instead. That's right.
I mean, with regeneration going, he'll just get that 1 hit point back and like, he'll just
well,
Stuck.
For the most part, it's just a terrible kind of cartoonic version of pain for Varkesh, as you see it just kind of like go from ow face, groin, and he's just kind of like every part of him is being completely pelted with heavy ingots, metal, steel, weaponry, and the like. Eventually, some coins all do begin to spill out and cover him.
just to add to it, I just grabbed that piece of slag from Smoke and just set it daintily on top.
Oh, sure. A little cherry on top of this mess.
This hand comes out, this clawed hand, just trying to
Just hand it
reach.
to him.
Yeah, I mean, it's very weak still, but as you kind of get a little closer to it, Bardoon looks at it and goes, "Oh, there. Well, I wouldn't call that a hoard necessarily. That's a little, the gold and the gems, that's a hoard. Let's just get him on that." And he kind of tries his best to scoot Varkesh onto the gold part.
So what? He just needs to take a nap on a pile of gold?
Well, that's what most dragons do. Every time we need to rest, we rest on our hoard. It helps rejuvenate us.
That's what Hugh Hefner did. Well, there's other things.
If a dragon is too far away from their hoard for too long, they start to wither. And sometimes, depending on the dragon, if they grow up in strength and size, they need a larger hoard, and their previous hoard won't do as effective a job. That's
They
why
have
you
an
have to go
instant.
out, you got to get more as you get older.
Does this mean we're not allowed to spend gold anymore?
Now, you can
I
spend
need it for
gold.
my mattress.
He just needs a certain amount of hoard to
Riches.
sustain himself every time he sleeps.
How much?
I don't know how strong he is. How old is he? You said he's a dragon? Are you a dragon? You weren't a dragon before.
I
He is
I do the Wicked
half
Witch of the West.
Transitioning.
Trying to like just pull my feet in like the Wicked Witch of the West and hide underneath the mound that Rook dumped under me to hide from Badoom.
He's a half dragon and he's absorbed the essence of 3 separate chromatic ancient dragons. So your guess is as good as mine at this point.
So confused.
Now, you smell a little different this time.
That would probably be
Also-
the vomit.
To that point,
That reminds me. I'll start prestidigitating Rook.
Durgash didn't have anything of monetary value.
Well, you don't need monetary value, you just need a hoard.
Crafting materials are kind of his hoard. He-
Some
is- that's
dragons
stuff also.
require certain things for a hoard. I myself prefer not to be surrounded by gems and things. I prefer monuments,
Statues.
grand things. Yes, statues, yes. Especially cast in metals, of course, but there's not really coins necessarily. But that's my hoard. I revel in the ancient lores, the historic heroes, that sort of thing. That's
So
mine.
you're telling me?
Durgash, what's your favorite thing?
Yeah, I was about to say, and I'd
We need
rather not say.
pastries. Pastries!
Mm.
Just dump a bakery on me.
Pastries and napkins!
Napkins, a whole cave full of napkins. From around the world, I've collected napkins from the greatest heroes.
I think this could work.
It has. He really has been just collecting napkins.
I mean, he has. Yes, it's very true. But
We're
he
gonna
is
have to
also.
go for a list, or am I gonna have to like guess? Because if I have to say what I really like, I don't think I can. This is a family show.
You certainly have accumulated what would be almost considered a default for most dragons, which is treasure. Treasure typically is a suitable default hoard. In most cases, they will be sufficient, but if you can find something that truly is Varkesh's deepest desires, his greatest wishes and wants, those could probably be more sustaining for him if he was surrounded with those instead of gold.
So only needs like 4 napkins as opposed to a mountain of gold. Got it.
There are
I mean, I
napkins
could
in
do
that
a
bag
lot
of
with
holding
4
that fell out
napkins.
too, but but they don't seem to be sufficiently his truest heart's desire. They are just a whimsical want. But yes, Varkesh.
Many uses for napkins. Come on.
Varkesh, as you are being slightly smothered in the gold pile that you buried yourself in a little bit.
I didn't do anything.
Well, you curled
Rook did
yourself
it.
inside, remember, with your witch toe.
Yep, but
Yeah.
Rook was the cause of my pain.
Well, yes, that's the comedic version of anvil onto chest, forge onto head, tons of bricks right onto the groin. So it's just that version of Wile E. Coyote
That's
pain.
enough to remember.
Yes. But the gold coins that came in afterwards that spilled in, like the sand from Hotel Transylvania, just went at the very last bit. You are at least feeling a little better. Just a little bit. Maybe. Still feel really, really sick, though.
That's better. You're not declining.
What's happening? I can't see anything.
Varkesh,
You don't know if it's the regenerate, though.
yeah,
No, no, no.
we think that maybe you need, because you're becoming more dragon, you may need a horde to replenish yourself when you're tired.
That's silly. I'm not being more dragon. I'm just being me. Albeit that's
What does he do? What is his Varkesh, what do you do?
How close is he when he does that?
Oh, he's right
He
on top of you, the
forges-
claws poking you at this point.
Oh, God.
He forges things.
Forges things. What do you forge?
Glorious, marvelous things that are mine and not yours.
It's true. He does art. He's done weapons. He's done armor.
I think those gem statuettes of his, the animated ones, were some of his crowning achievements.
Are you proud of your works?
Always. What a stupid question. Just vomit comes out between all the little crevices of
I take my shield and I put it onto the horde. My little brooch.
Oh, because he crafted that?
can't see it, but I know it's there because I'm that narcissist.
Because you're that
Come to
vain.
think of it, that absurdly large shield that he crafted also came with some spilling out onto him.
Damn it. I'm gonna die.
Varkesh, you can try to see if you can figure out what is your deepest desire.
Put me on the spot there.
Well, you
Can I
will have
have
to
some
go
time to think about it.
make an intelligence check.
Shit.
Not that.
Oh,
I've-
20. All right. You
Cookies.
feel you're on the edge of actually finding out what it is until you know specifically, perhaps. But Varkesh right now is contemplating. And he seems to be slowly forming something, maybe.
I am actually trying in real life, because I have no fucking clue. But do continue. Do continue.
Yeah.
I will.
Verdun's going to look at you all just, as long as he has what his deepest horde desire is, he'll be fine. Should be, I think. He's not really a dragon, so I don't know how well this works.
He is a dragon. Okay, it's fine. Thank you for your help, Verdun. We appreciate you.
Of course. Now, since we have at least that settled, how did this fight go? Regale me!
Smokey will take him to the side since he knows he probably has the most patience for this dragon, and will do his best. You know what? Smokey's gonna reach into his bag and pull out the sock puppets that he used for Victor.
Yeah, and Victor's gonna go like,
Yes.
oh, Smokey, I'll help you with this. I'm very good at this. I will help with you this.
Okay. You do the voices and I'll do the puppets.
Okay, great. I'll do voices. All right. Okay, so Pardon, this way, over here. We had a mighty battle. It was horribly scary. We went outside, and as we were getting close, the vines, they pulled us into the water. It was so terrifying. I was more like, oh, don't you dare get me. But then Smokey went, oh, inside they goes down. Rook, of course, being his, sleek self, eventually avoided it, I think, after maybe 1 or 2 grabs. But then I think he killed
He was
him.
in the forge.
He was in the forge. No, he wasn't. Valindra was in the
No, I
forge.
wasn't. I dove in and swam down myself.
Oh, that's true. It was Villendra and Varkesh.
Yeah. I struggled really hard, but I knew I had no fear, and so I went straight down. I didn't resist it. I knew it was going to take me to it, and I didn't flinch. I was ready. And he'll start to lie a bit, but he's going to try and make it as good as he can. Smokey, you're getting the sense that Victor's going to definitely big himself up a little bit. It's down to you if you want to correct him.
Smokey, he's too tired.
Okay. He's going to make a performance check. Okay.
I'm helping him.
Oh, you're helping him?
I'm literally helping him with puppets.
Great, you're going to encourage his thing. Yeah, sure, 10.
Okay. It's more about the story than just entertaining Bardoom so the others can hopefully do something productive.
Sure. Does anyone wish to do anything during this tale?
Yeah, I've got an eye out for Bahira, but that's it.
So, since Rick has in the past been established as being kind of paranoid and keeping a bunch of his gold on his person instead of just all in the bank, I'll pour out my remaining coin pouch on Varkesh.
I actually have a lot of money too.
It's just under 2,000 gold.
Yeah,
I should get sick more often.
I pass over 500 platinum.
Okay. Victor has nothing because he is poor.
Well, because he turns down our paydays.
Yeah, for real.
Well, he chose not to
I
take it.
will
Exactly,
I
turn it
will
down.
give him I'll give him 2,000 of my own gold pieces.
Oh. I'm just faking it. I'm just trying to rob you guys blind.
Ugh,
Bastard.
yeah.
Just get up and swipe it in my bag and just run away.
Swiper, no swiping.
Oh no. So yeah, just hopefully it fixes itself.
Oh, you lagging?
That's what I'm being told by Kyle.
Kyle? Oh my gosh.
What a doofus, Don.
Ah, on the stream?
Yeah.
It looks fine to me.
Either way, so did you guys do anything besides helping by giving Varkesh more to try and hopefully alleviate his symptoms?
I don't know what to
I
do,
gave him my
really.
shield. Do I have anything else that he made? I already gave him my beads.
Beads.
Thank you for that, by the way.
It's crafted. I mean, I guess technically he did craft those glass vials, but I don't know how many of them were used.
I'll take off my armor and place it around him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
my 200-foot spool of mithril that he gave me, as well as my little grappling hook and crossbow.
Am I dead?
I forgot. I also thrown the jeweled dagger I used ritually for Homunculus. And Victor, do you want to have Spindles go over to Varkesh?
Oh yeah, sure, your Spindles. Spindles, come here, come to life, my little thing. That's it. Now, Spindles, I want you to give him a big hug on his face. Go.
Just
So there's a spider that's like right here on your face. It's just. Yeah, you see, he loves you, Varkesh.
just like there. And then vomit, and all the vomit comes out between all his 8 legs.
But yes, with all your attempts to try, as you begin this process of hoping and seeing what will work, we will come back after that to see what happens to Varkesh with our little break. We will return shortly after this little moment to take our breathers, use the restroom, get some water, all that jazz. So we'll be back shortly. See you guys soon. Okay,
stretched,
and we are back.
stuck.
All right, so after this time, Varkesh, has your inner self spoken to you?
My inner self. I've meditated during this lovely break, and yeah, I've got something. I've mentioned it before, but if you want me to say it out again, I suppose I
Well, tell me what you want to do, I suppose, now, because Varkesh is the one who knows.
Well, as I said during the break, when I thought of it, he seeks perfection, the height of everyone's abilities in terms of like whatever you craft, whatever you can make, regardless if you're a beginner or a master. He wants the pinnacle of what anyone can create to be his. That's what he wants. So, in short, perfection items and items crafted at the height of an artist or craftsman's ability, things that pour their hearts into. That's what he covets.
Okay. Well, at the moment, what have you crafted recently? Anything?
What have I not crafted?
I think, what now to the height of your pinnacle can you craft now?
Oh,
The key,
I
but you finished
put my
that.
gauntlets with him, obviously.
Are we talking about the ultimate thing I've crafted, or
You have that.
can craft?
Well, I mean, a horde definitely needs at least a good section of things that you must craft, I suppose. So, probably something to make.
I have an idea, and he like pulls all the rubble, which is his sword, I guess, like off so he can like look at Verlindra, and he'd be like, "Make me a blanket."
I'm sorry. What?
Make me a blanket out of gold and silver coins, like a chainmail blanket, because you can do blacksmithing too.
I
I
mean,
remember.
I did have some experience in a forge, but I didn't really blacksmith. I mostly just stoked the fires. Let me talk to Dagra. She can probably.
You do it.
Oh God. Oh no. Well, here's the thing. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be great. I don't know how to make a blanket out of metal or out of cloth, which really should be easy to make one out of cloth. You just cut a big square out of a bigger square. Right?
So you've never
That's not how you.
you've never made anything like that before, or anything even close to anything.
No, I don't make anything except mistakes. So
Then-
no, I don't.
Then you make it. If you make it, that'll make me feel better.
There are a number of apprentice craftsmen who would probably be happy to help you.
But if she can make it, it will be the height of perfection for her skill level.
Oh,
if
so
she
it's
can-
okay if it's bad. I just have to try really hard.
I mean, try make it good.
I mean,
Have to do
yeah,
your best.
I'll
I mean,
try, but it's
it's-
not like if it turns out ugly, you're gonna die, right? As long as I try my hardest.
Who knows?
And I mean, it's gonna be a metal blanket. It's not gonna be very practical for use anyway. So
Well, it might be for me.
yeah.
I will go try to make a metal blanket like out of
So-
chainmail.
So I will shuffle up and gather 500 gold coins, 500 silver coins, and be like, "Do you know how to twist metals?" Silly question. Heat them up, twist them into wires, or basically like wire-like material, and then you make rings out of them. And the gold and silver will interlink, basically forming electrum, and then you can ask Dagra if you want to, kind of like, how do you make chainmail, as in kind of like the patternage system, and then you can do it all by yourself after that. And if you can make it, I'll be happy.
Don't forget your coughing.
Yes, what?
Classic.
And
Sorry, I
Beside
was.
us?
He was getting better, see, because he's like, oh, I'm gonna get something.
Valindra,
that's perfection. Someone's like,
Huh?
this.
you get an inspiration refresher from Ventus.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Fuck,
I
she's
mean-
feeling
Yeah,
good.
you might need it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, Valentra, you could try and use the forge. There's lots of helpful
Nope, I
enchantments
want to
in
see
there.
it. Out here in the open, Dagra's
I have to do it in front of an audience?
Mm-hmm.
Farkesh, seriously, did I do something to make you piss at me or something?
Valendra, I'm fading fast.
Oh my god, it's okay. I'll go. I'll start running around.
That's his greatest desire. Go! Go!
I'll go. I'll work.
Rosebud, made of gold.
I'll take all the gold and silver pieces that Varkesh gave me, and I'll take him down to the forge, and I'll heat them up, and I'll try to make them into little wires, and then like.
Yeah, Daedra's gonna help you. Yeah, she can.
Nope. She can verbally instruct.
Yeah,
on how
verbally
to make
instruct, yeah.
chainmail links on chainmail links, but the rest of it's got to be.
Yeah, no, she's
Valendra.
gonna tell you how to do things, like what to do, how to pour it. She's just supervising. She's not gonna grab everything and be a hands-on-her. Daedra is not a person who will do the work for you. She's more or less yelling at you and telling you your shit and do it better. That's
The
more her.
ultimate curse.
I'm having flashbacks to another dwarf mentor that I had in my
So-
life, and it feels nice.
That's yeah. So it definitely gives you advantage then.
So to leave the forge, I'm just gathering up all the stuff that I poured out on Varkesh for myself.
I can
So let's see. This is going to be for you. Because blacksmith is a bit of strength, but it's also a bit of wisdom as well, and just being able to endure it. And she's going to be giving you the wisdom and guidance. So go ahead and use your strength for this one.
And I make it with advantage?
Yes. This is basically your own exertion. 14. Do you wish to use an inspiration?
Do you have proficiency in your blacksmith tools?
No.
Okay.
I'll use my inspiration though.
Okay.
Son of every fucking time. Every time.
Oh.
I mean, that's how you know it's Melindra's.
I made it a good choice.
Okay.
I'm like, I believe in you.
So with a 14, it's a process that takes time. Varkesh, I need you to make some con saves for me because
Oh my
this is going to take a
God.
moment for her to do. This
More
is
than happy to do
it's
that.
going to take
15.
more than 2 hours. I need you to make. Go ahead. We're going to start first. Make the first con save. 15.
It's 15.
Not enough.
Okay.
So that's
Studied Bath there next to
38.
him.
Well, he starts to get a little bit more sickly and waning away. Your health begins to deteriorate, and you feel yourself just getting even worse. 2 hours go by. Make another con save.
Oh shit! I accidentally closed roll 20.
Damn it, Varkesh.
and I'm dying. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry.
That's no excuse.
I know we tried, Ventus.
I
We
know.
tried. We tried so hard.
Sorry, it's just got to load in again. My apologies.
The only thing that could have been done left was acting guidance on her, but
I help those who help themselves.
Do you have
Mhm.
guidance, Scott?
Yes, I do.
I've never seen you use it, I don't think.
I've used it a
he's
couple
used
of
it a couple times.
But again, I help
He
those who
started
help
to use
themselves.
it in the Dragonborn city.
Sorry, everything's just loading up. I'm so sorry.
It takes a while.
Shit. Alright, here it comes.
14.
14.
Nope.
I'm on my last legs.
And
I'm on my back.
48 on top of that.
So, how much is that total? Sorry.
48 plus 38
38.
is going to be 96?
86.
86.
86.
I am 0.
No, you're still up because you had 90. I know that.
90.
You had
It
was
60
86
plus
damage.
90.
I thought you said 96 there for a second.
No.
My
So,
bad.
so yeah, 86. So you have 3 hit points left.
All right. I'm wilting like a flower.
Yep. And as you're wilting, Bapper kind of looks at you a little concerned. But he's just keeping an eye on you. Make another
I
con
just
save.
forge,
3 hours
I
go
forge
by.
a loot. I
My
forge a loot
God.
and start singing "Dust in the Wind."
You could have chosen literally anyone else to make literally anything, and it would have literally gone better
That's
than
very not
me.
true.
Make another con
I
save,
have no mod
Varkesh.
in this.
Yep. And I don't need to roll for it. You are knocked out at that point. And he instantly is
Final
going to
words.
cast
I
Cure Wounds
believe
on
in
you. The Bath Bear is going to Cure Wound you quickly, just trying to keep you up. And as you... I mean, Varkesh looks like a very frail-looking creature at this point. And he's going to try to cast
Fair.
Regenerate on you one more time,
Oh shoot, level 20.
which is going to be, again... I think it's... does it get it up to when he upcasts it? Because now he's going to cast it at 8th level.
I've never gotten to that
I
level.
don't think.
I don't know if
It
it does a
does.
buff. Yeah, don't think it does a buff. Let's see, just a quick. Nope. All right,
No.
it's just going to be 48 plus 15, and then 60. All right, so the 48 plus 15 is going to be 36 plus 60, 96.
Hey, 6
But he
more.
also gave you a cure wounds,
Oh, okay. So
which is a
whatever that
D8
was.
plus his 5, so that's going to be 7.
7 more.
So 103.
All right.
Yay.
For the
Melinda,
time
you
of an
have
hour,
time.
you get back to 103. It is now 4 hours into her work. Make another con save.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh, are the three of us just playing Go Fish or something?
I mean, do you wish to do anything? It is going to take Valindra 6 hours.
Fuck.
Okay, yeah,
I mean,
I will definitely be doing something else.
I will say, if I'm not aware of any help Valindra gets, whatever Varkesh doesn't know won't kill him, because whatever's afflicting him will.
I'm not gonna lie to Varkesh.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna start working on my book. I have.
Okay. 17, better.
Ah, better. No. So that's 46
Oh dear.
away from your 107, I believe.
And yes, and I will cure wounds myself too, and I will do that at 4th level.
Oh.
I'll help Bear out.
Can I use my invisibility ring to turn invisible and ever so slightly, like, use sleight of hand to shift things into better positions for Valindra to help her out?
Oh, sure. If she's not on it, go ahead and make an intelligence check to see if you can figure out the ways to help and not hinder.
Okay, I will do my best. It probably won't do great. 4.
Valindra now takes 7 hours to do the task.
Valindra is now on fire.
I'm like, wait, where did that thing go? I thought I put that thing here. Wait.
Rook's just like, ooh.
Occasional quack.
Yeah.
No, none of that.
I mean, he tries, but it seems that he accidentally puts a little bit of a hindrance. So now instead of 2
Good
more
news is
checks,
no one knows anyway.
instead of 2 more checks for Varkesh, I need 3 more checks for Varkesh.
I
Okay.
just want to know, like, how many hit points we as a party have burned through in this day between the Black Dragon fight and this. Like, I just want to
Taken
know.
at least 200
All
myself
right,
alone.
43 minus there. Make another con save.
Well, I did one before,
Oh.
so that was my first.
Yep,
And then
second.
and third.
All right, so that's a fail again, so that's another one. So in total, we've got 50, 66, 87.
Still alive.
Okay, well, one more. Because Rook made it last.
One pass here.
Nope.
Nope.
Another 44 on top.
Can I cure wounds myself during
During the times, of
interim
course.
that? Okay, I'll yeah, I'm gonna do that. Cure wounds at another 4th level. No, that's 3rd. Idiot. Come on, know your numbers. There we go. That helps. That at least keeps me alive still.
Okay, at the near end of that point, when you're just on the last bare legs of your ability to stay conscious, Valindra will emerge from the blacksmith, completely exhausted. You can see that her body's covered in soot, her hair is kind of flaying off to one side. However, she presents you with what appears to be a slightly asymmetrical chain blanket. You get the sense that it's one of those things when you crochet, you've got like one end that's kind of a little too tight and one end that's a little too loose, so it kind of looks like it bunches up into a corner. But it is an effective plain sheet of Electrum chain mail blanket.
I will cover Varkesh with it and, like, tuck him in.
Okay. Varkesh.
Do I feel better? Am I happy? Why am I asking you that?
Most people do.
DM, am I happy? Do I need a
God,
roll?
am I happy?
So you take some time to try and rest at this point. And you will sleep. And we'll let you know after 8 hours.
Jesus. Okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
God.
I could be dead.
Does anyone wish to monitor Varkesh while he's sleeping?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll monitor him because I don't have to sleep. So
Ah,
Just-
good. Excellent.
Just little Winnie on the side, just doing kind of like the heart rate monitor going.
Ah,
Instead of that, I'll go around to Varkesh's apprentice group he brought over and drag them over to each start doing something of their own specialties to try to add to the pile.
Okay.
Since it seems to that what's important to him is things at peak performance ability that they can make happen.
All right. Considering that they saw Valinder, they're going to discuss amongst themselves in Dwarvish for a little bit, kind of getting an idea before they all nod in agreement, and they head off to do something. You're
And
not
when they
quite
leave,
sure.
I'll spend my time regathering all the stuff that was poured out of the bag of holding, as well as my own gear, and sort out everyone else's as well. Just to
Okay.
have
By
I
the way,
honestly thought you were going to say I'm going to go to the wine cellar and have happy hour.
the vent cellar's not made.
I will say, Rook, though, while you are talking to them and mentioning it, with your keen perception, you would notice that someone's eavesdropping.
Angel.
It's Bubbles.
Oh.
And you hear scurrying little feet moving away after you proclaim what's been going on and what they should do to help him.
Oh no, not food. Please, for the love of God, don't kill me.
Nope, we're gonna let him do it.
Too much salt!
Okay, so at that time, if Alindra watches, anyone else going to watch with him? Or her?
How long does it take me to gather all my stuff up?
To gather your stuff? Oh, not that long. Probably, maybe.
Well, everybody's stuff, technically.
Oh, you mean you're
Like
waiting for them to
separated
finish?
into
I mean,
piles.
they're gonna craft. It's gonna take them a little time, but I mean, if you want to monitor and watch, you could.
Regathering everything from the bag of holding, separating out smoking,
Oh.
my individual stuff, and all that.
Oh no,
Don't you
no
dare
more
read
than
my diary.
no more than half an hour.
So I'll get all that knocked out, and then take a unreasonably long bath to make sure I'm clean, and then come back and help.
Okay.
Stay with every loofah in the castle.
Yeah, Bardoon is just going to start to talk to everyone to make sure they're doing right. He's going to be going from each one, just going to go, "You okay? Need anything? All right, fine." Goes into the forge. "Need anything? Okay, fine."
Did
Can
he
you-
just stick his head into the forge?
No, he just went into the, through the doors into the
I thought
workshop.
he was going to be a
Oh, the
dumbass
form.
and shove his head in the kiln.
And then you just hear little echoes of him just calling out if anyone needs help. As he seems to eventually maybe sometimes talk to a few individuals who are curious to see what he's asking. Maybe he learns a few things. After about another hour or two, Valindra, by the way, make a medicine check for me. Because you're monitoring a patient. How well can you tell?
Dr. Valindra. Nuclear oncologist.
Okay, 6. It's hard to tell. I mean, he's just he's
He's fine.
he's breathing.
My head rolls off.
That's something.
So yeah, he's breathing. That's the yeah.
I thought it
he
was
should-
breathing, but it was just the gases escaping the body.
Mm.
He's dead.
Oh,
Death twitching.
After 2 hours or so of monitoring and thinking he's breathing, you eventually have what appears to be a few dwarves coming up towards you, and you can see that in their hands they have what appear to be charms, very similar to what Victor was wanting to put on your bracelets. Each one crafted in a different way and signifying a small amount of dwarven craftsmen carving into what looks to be some kind of rune that looks to be written in Dwarvish. With your devil's sight, being able to eventually discern languages, they line them up and clip them along the actual edge of one of the blankets, so it kind of makes a little
Like a little
lettering
fringe?
thing.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Like a little fringe.
And
Okay.
you can read it. It
What does it
says,
say?
"Best Blue."
Aw.
Oh, cute.
My heart is melting while I sleep.
And, and of course, after that, you see a bunch of kobolds coming in from the kitchens.
Oh God, keep them away.
He can't eat right now. He's sleeping.
They look at you a little confused, and they all kind of push forward something, and Bubbles steps forward and holds what looks to be a tiny little trinket that he made. It
That's
is a
adorable. Thank you,
small bit
Bubbles.
of wire that has been tied around what looks to be a small, kind of awkward-looking fetish that looks to be Varkesh grinning, and you can see that they've
This-
used some dyes and other things to make it blue.
This is beautiful, Bubbles.
Fantastic.
Thank you. And I will put it like right next to Varkesh's head.
Yeah, the wire you can tie to one of the chains.
Okay, I'll do that instead.
The
Just
Varkesh
strip the
has
copper
that.
wiring out the place.
And just for clarification, what? Well, yes, the dwarves. When I said the apprentices, I meant all the people that like followed Varkesh here
Oh yeah,
from the cities and such.
It's a group effort.
they all did a group effort. They spelt out the words "best blue" in Dwarvish. It's a lot of letters. It is basically like the entire length.
I just wanted to make sure because I know there was at least one lizard folk in that group.
Oh, the lizard guy?
Dwarvish,
Yeah, I
so-
mean, he probably will look very concerned at Varkesh. There's a very painter-esque kind of scene going on with Varkesh laying there, pale, kind of doing this. If you've ever saw Admiral Nelson on the deck of the ship when he's doing that, we got that for Varkesh right there.
pretty much.
They've made a statue of me doing an Admiral Nelson pose.
Not that one, the painting where you're on the deck and he's,
Oh.
where he's dying. He's very pale, but he's being
Oh,
propped up
right,
against
so,
things.
Okay.
But he's got all the people around him. It's a very touching scene. And you can see that everyone is quite eager to make sure that you will stay awake and alive. Now, for this time, you will be a long rest, and for the party, there's not much you can do but wait, as Varkesh slowly tries to recover.
Keep an eye on him for the rest of the night. I won't even scry or anything.
I have faith in
Varkesh,
the legend's ability. I'll just sleep.
Go to the wine cellar. Drink.
you kind of
No
begin
wine
to
down
feel
there.
a little better as you open your eyes. After 8 hours have passed,
Yay!
the evening has already come. Darkness is in the sky above, deciding not to move him from this particular position for some reason,
Concrete's good.
It's fine.
keeping him
He's
out
too
there in
heavy.
the open. You do have what appears to be quite a few happy faces around you as you have color back into your scales. You feel better,
I live.
but you don't think you're out of the woods.
Bollocks.
I want you to go
Is
ahead
the-
for me and roll one last con save.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking
But you're
nuts.
back at
Can
full
you
now,
pass
right?
Even one.
He's back at full.
But you're... So that's good.
damn it, let this be over. Ah,
19.
Ah. don't you dare fucking flip that around and
think
say
it's
it didn't
that.
work.
DC's 20.
19 is the DC.
Yes!
Oh, nice.
So, you are no longer continually degrading from this affliction. You have now moved to the next stage. You are,
Permadeath.
you are still nauseous, but every time you take a long rest, you can slowly start to push this disease farther away the more you sleep with your horde. Right now, instead of going from exhaustion level 5, you're at exhaustion level 4. At this time, you can move and act normally. However, anytime you try to do something that could strain you, you will have to make a con check. If you fail, you will do nothing but retch, fall unconscious, or in some other manner fail to perform the action described.
Oh, you bitch.
You may try to remove it after
Disadvantage.
another long rest.
I slowly lumber up and I see all this smiley faces and all these things, and I like hold up this really skewiff chainmail blanket with all the charms and shit. I'm like, this is ugly as sin, but I love it. And I start rolling it up and I'll attach it to my thing, and I'm still covered in snot and everything else. And I go to Valindra, and before she can run away, I pull her into a hug
A dimension
Say-
door.
and I say, I know you could do it, and then just where'd you go?
Yeah, where did you go?
Just 500 feet away from Varkesh.
Well, too bad. You can't teleport.
Oh, son of a bitch. I hate this tower. Look, okay, Varkesh, get off me. Get off. 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 Get off.
This is a good blanket.
Hold on.
It's like all scabby and shit.
Hold on. I know I can do something.
Yeah.
Eldritch
cast-
Blast is
I will
not
cast
good.
mass suggestion on Varkesh.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, by
Okay.
the way, Varkesh, and everyone else, you are now level
Bollocks,
15.
What now? Oh, that's good. I mean, I'm happy about that.
After the long rest and the successful fight and your adventures so far, you have now reached the next tier. Please go ahead and roll for your hit points.
Guys, I
Ooh.
might actually be able to pass wisdom saves now.
Right?
Don't hold your breath.
Proficiency.
That's fair.
Don't be mean.
I mean, he's not wrong though. Oh,
Oh, well, you reroll that once.
What, you'll get a crit?
No,
better.
better.
What the hell?
Just
What's
under.
that?
That's a hit die.
What?
That's a,
That?
Yep.
It's the same
That's a-
thing.
that's a hit die.
It is. That's
Okay.
1 under max for me. So.
I take the average as I always do.
You can roll or take the average.
Yes! Maximum again!
Oh my god.
Good for you
Sorry.
guys. I don't care.
And I have tough, so it gets even higher.
I'm wondering what Kyle should do. Do you think he should roll, or do you think he should take the average, Kyle?
He needs. Oh, he's watching. That's right.
Well, I think he popped in for a little bit, but I think he had to go.
Yeah,
Can
yeah, he
just do
did.
it whenever he gets.
He's here now.
Oh no, he's checking. Oh, he checked in.
Yeah, he
Hi.
said good timing.
I now have 170.
Because I need to know.
Says
Which
usually averages,
which
but-
class is getting this?
That's also true.
Oh.
Thank you, Stevie with Monk.
He has
Um,
monk and sorcerer levels, so
If he does
What-
3 in the sorcerer, he will start to get his meta magic.
What does my strength need to be in order to move the
15.
armor? 15?
Mm-hmm. For heavy armor.
All right.
take the level in sorcerer.
Wait, are you going magic now, Rook?
No, that's Victor.
Oh. I was about to say yes! And then no.
He can cast spells now.
2 first levels.
He's giving up on his rogue life and going to the.
He wants to be a.
Screw
was-
stabbing
Wants
things.
to be a bard.
Hell, rogues are boring. It would be nice to grab some bard levels.
Cool. I believe I got crit
Yay!
rate
Alright.
dice again.
Because a
Holy shit.
sorcerer, I don't know if they have they might have the same hit point. No,
It's a
no, they're
D6.
d6s. They're d6s.
Yeah, sorcerers and wizards.
All right, so 7.
I'd say
Unless
good for
unless
him.
you want to roll for the d6.
To the averages usually.
I mean,
the
technically,
D6s,
all he can do
yeah.
is he can get the average is a 4, so he could roll a 5 or a 6.
It's not good odds.
But no, I'm just saying, like you either get you roll or you take it, like as if you.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Just because we had flat stuff, it's
Yeah, so like he could roll
Okay.
and reroll ones.
Oh, is he in there?
He's in there. So yeah, so then he would take the average instead. It doesn't hurt to roll. Doesn't hurt to roll.
Oh, it doesn't.
Doesn't hurt.
So
to
even if
roll.
I, okay.
That's the point.
Sorry. Okay. You're. Oh, okay.
Happy?
There you go.
Good roll. Excellent
I had
roll.
like
Good.
2 more points.
Smokey gets a little healthier.
Yay!
All right.
103. Thanks to my homunculus.
So okay. So Victor gets 4 plus 3, which is 7 on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's now at 122.
Good.
I now have 180.
All right. It'll be down for Kyle to pick out his meta magic if he's going for twin, subtle casting, bonus action, quicken casting, all these good things. But we'll find out later when he comes back.
Mhm.
However, you all are apparently what appears to be a little bit stronger and better off for it. The axe that you can see that Daedra had worked on is polished and cleaned, and you get no more sense of that disgusting odor, that vile kind of rancid, decayed flesh and slime that probably was maybe the cause for some of that toxicity that infected you.
What does it look like? Is it still black? Is it?
It looks to be like a metal that has been blackened with some kind of what's that word for the finish that goes on it?
Patinaed.
Patinaed. It looks to be patinaed to be
You're
darker
welcome.
than it should, but it seems to be made of some kind of heavy steel. And it does have, in giant, engraved across it, the name.
Doombringer.
As to what you might do with it now, you do not know.
Pretty useless for me. Kind of neat.
No, Rook,
Good.
I want
Hang
you
it
to
up as a
wield it.
Direction. Decoration.
Victor looks at you and goes,
Decoration.
I think now that I should make everyone a big feast. I think we all need to have dinner together.
Has
Sure.
anyone eaten Victor's cooking before?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
We
I mean,
have,
don't you remember
haven't we?
he actually made a huge feast for himself back in the day and wouldn't let us have any. I was really
that's
jealous.
right. That's right. He did do that. Yeah. What the hell?
I didn't
son of
think
a
you would
bitch.
like to, but I think we're closer now.
I mean, by all means, yeah.
I have a blanket.
Good, good. Leave it to Victor. Screw Beaver. Leave it to me.
Yeah.
So he'll go off to the kitchens and try his best to make something nice for everybody. And he's going to start maybe using some of his jasmine tea. And he's going to try to make what you would call a very nice Eastern-themed Zen kind of meal for you guys.
Nice.
As best he can, though this is Victor, so we'll see how well he can do that.
I still feel awful. What are we doing today?
Because he does, yep, you have the jasmine tea. Here, let's
Or
see.
tonight.
What does he do? What does he do? Oh, pretty good. So while he's cooking, what do you guys do?
I will go find my dad, and I will give him one of the dragon teeth.
Sure, he looks at you. You're back! And he comes in and hugs you immediately.
Oh yeah, I'm back. Hi.
Are you
No,
okay?
like-
Are you safe? He looks at you, kind of like pushing your hair aside to make sure there's no cuts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sore. I need a bath.
Oh, sorry.
But I brought you the stir rummaging around. There you go.
Oh, thank you. It's a tooth?
Yeah, it's a dragon tooth. Because we fought the dragon.
So
and we killed it. So
you did it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. It's wonderful.
yeah, it's pretty great. Rakesh is super sick though.
Oh, how sick? Is he alright?
I mean, he's getting better, but I definitely think we need to take a vacation for a couple of days and let him rest.
Oh, alright, very good. Yes, I mean, of course. If you need anything, just let me know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What are you doing now?
Well, I'm not doing anything. Are you doing anything? Do you want to? I mean, do you want to like?
I'd love to spend time here. Would I have some cards. Did you want to play some cards?
Yeah.
Great. And he goes in and
Sure.
starts asking, if you'd like to play maybe a few games, some funny names.
I'm gonna
Queen
play
in the
cards
corner.
with my dad.
All right.
I will learn all the card games because she has never played a card game before because she's never had anyone to teach her.
Oh, he's going to
So-
teach you all the games then.
Yeah.
All right. And as he teaches you, he'll talk to you, of course. It's a bit of a bonding moment of time spent learning, appreciating.
But does he know euchre?
Oh God, that freaking Michigan card game.
I don't think he
I'm
knows that because I don't know that.
that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to. I know he said that he doesn't know anything about his patron or anything, but I'm gonna try to see if I can find anything useful because I want to know who he made a deal with.
The sad thing is, he has no clue, and he hasn't spoken to the voice since. He really has no information to help you in that one. You can try asking, maybe perhaps by other magical means, but he himself has no answers.
Yeah, I'll ask. I think I'll ask the Ebon Empress. At night, I'll ask if she has any insight into who my dad's soul is bonded to.
Sure, is she gonna look for Rook?
Well, I was just gonna cast darkness on myself.
Ah, okay.
And
Go
stare
fuck his
into the-
wife.
Oh wait, I can't because I can see through the darkness. Yeah, I'll find Rook.
Alright, so during that whole event, you're going to be doing that, but Victor will eventually call you in after the game. Smokey, are you doing anything? Book, spell, copying?
Probably just working my book, yeah. And you said we have 8 hours?
Oh, yes.
I'll just be doing that. I got plenty to work on.
Rook.
Would have gone back out to the village to where I'd heard Angel was hanging out and see if I could find her out there.
Okay. With your inquisitive skills, you'd be able to find her not too hard. She actually has returned to the keep after what appeared to have been a small mission that she was on. And she is able to tell you quite happily that she was trying to get a bit of some agreement between those who were stuck into the keep and those who were outside. since they had the ability to freely move and those inside couldn't. She was trying to see if she could encourage some of them to come in, build a garden, make the place a little nicer, since one of them was a druid. And they agreed. And she is quite happy to tell you that she has plans to make this place a little bit more filled with life. It's a little gray and dim at the moment, and she wanted to give it a bit more color. You do know this is something that she likes. She's a very... she's fond of flowers and growing them. So she's quite happy and eager at that point to tell you the story of how she successfully was able to barter with a grumpy, slightly dismissive old man. You know exactly the one. But she was successful.
I'll just express that I'm glad she's settling in well, and she's interested. Tell her what we just went through.
She's going to look at you a little surprised, but she's going to look at you and she's looking you up and down, inspecting you. She can't see past the illusion this time. So she's going to...
Oh, I'm wearing the clothing that I have now anyway.
Yep. You look good, though. Okay. Well, I'm glad you survived. And you weren't gone too long this time. That was nice. Are you...
Yes, we had to run back. Varkesh was horribly ill.
Is he okay?
Better now, recovering, but he was not good.
Okay. And how long are you staying now?
At least a few days. He will not be set to travel for quite some time, I don't believe.
Okay, a few days. Great. Thank you. That's nice. So what are you gonna do?
I hadn't put much thought to it, but perhaps if I can be of some use here. I've never been much of a gardener, but I could try. Although the druid and I have a bit of a history.
Make an insight check.
Rook stabbing plants.
Oh, we got some bits. oh, Valindra. I'll say we'll give that to Valindra.
29.
Inspiration back to Valindra.
Hey.
And you know what? Since it's only 2 away, we'll give the other one to Rook. So thank you,
Yay.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Ugluck the Girthy.
Best name.
Glorious.
So, as everyone's now
That's amazing.
filled to full with inspiration, you do see with your 29 insight, that was not the answer she was waiting to hear.
Oh, she wanted me out.
No, she wanted you to pick something else to focus on for that time. You get the sense
I
that
want
she's
you to
waiting...
focus on her, you idiot. Notice your girlfriend.
Beyonce.
Well, details.
You get the sense that she
Plus, of
looks a
course,
little...
you'll be doing something else. I confess, mostly I just wanted to do something with you. And since it seemed this is what you were most embroiled in.
I was just occupying my time, but yeah, if you want to, I won't stop you. But if you want to spend time with me,
I would love to.
okay. Well,
And I'll be thinking on that.
do you want to join me for dinner?
Yes, that'd be lovely. Well, Victor is making a feast, but I can grab some and abscond. There is a lovely battlement above.
Okay. I'll wait at the front door. See you there.
Looking forward to it.
So she'll go off and get herself cleaned up because she has time now to freshen up a little bit. Varkesh, I'm assuming you try to make your arrangements in your room nice and orderly for your new sleep.
I'm waiting for dinner. There's enough of me for the day. That's it.
All right.
The rest.
Excellent. So, as you wait for Victor to finish, he does present what appears to be a very nice tray of, as you can tell at least, freshly made fish that has been caught recently at the river nearby, and it seems to have been done in a very light and zesty manner, along with some extra vegetables. It doesn't seem to be much of what you would call cooked, but it's prepared and organized in a way that makes it a delectable dish, similar to that kind of cold sushi kind of look. But you can see that he is quite happy and proud with his display, taking on some of the favorite dishes he had once before back in the mountaintop. But he lets you know that he used to use chicken sometimes, but since there was no chicken around, he went with the fish instead this time. He hopes you like it. He thinks it might be a good substitute. And it happens to be. Yeah, it's a good one, actually, as Victor has now made a kind of discovery that fish works well with rice and other veggies. Cold.
And so Victor developed sushi.
But the question is, does Rook stay or leave?
I will politely excuse myself.
Where are you going?
Well, I have a date tonight.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
I'm with Valindra. With bow, 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 bow.
I don't know. I heard people do that once, and I don't know.
That's
I
what the
thought it was
kids are
kinda
saying,
catchy.
right?
I think. I don't know.
I've never heard it, and my kind repeat everything we hear. It's kind of all we can do.
I feel like you and I run in different crowds, though.
That's possibly. Anyway, I was hoping I could take enough for myself and Angel.
Oh.
Do you mind?
Sure. I can cut away some of my food, and he kind of takes. He did make a lot because he still has an appetite that is equivalent to Varkesh's size. So in terms of like, you all have a plate, which is nice. He has a pyramid. Varkesh has a pyramid. So he kind of takes off the top half of the pyramid to give it to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. Hope she likes it.
I'll let you know. From what I'm seeing, it's fabulous, Victor.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh, and
nothing?
Rook,
Yes?
you look really nice.
Thank you, Smokey.
Alright. As you head off to meet with Angel to have your dinner date, Victor will look at the rest of the party and kind of go, okay, I think we need to talk about what we're going to do after Varkesh feels better.
Well, we don't really know how long that's gonna take.
Oh, fuck! I missed Lulu again. No, I'm so bad at this. Can you send a message to Lulu and ask her if we missed anything important? And if we did, then I will scry on her after 10 minutes after she sends a message.
I can't send messages.
No, not you, Victor. Smokey.
Yeah, did we have a long rest? I had assumed it was just Varkesh.
It was just Varkesh, unless you chose
That's
to
what I
rest,
thought.
because you were all watching, vigilant,
Yeah.
keeping an eye out.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't have anything until we actually sleep tonight.
I mean, Valindra, to you, a short rest is as good as a long rest.
Yeah.
But you don't have
Ah.
sending.
This is the worst. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if she's still doing it, Valindra. I thought it was just she would do it the first time because she had to tell us about, her patron, and then after that was done, I thought it was done.
Well, it's just a way for us to kind of keep in contact with her, in case anything happens. That way we don't have the kind of incident that happened with the dragons where they were like, where are they? And then she got in trouble for it,
Well, I mean, at this point, the dragons actually got people who can do sending for them, so that shouldn't be a major issue anymore.
It shouldn't be, but I don't know. I also asked her to look into the name of the person that had the finger vase. So I don't know what to call it.
Well,
It was called the Bone Vase, but go ahead.
The bone vase. That's it.
Well, I mean, we could always go there. I mean, Varkesh is up. I mean, he definitely doesn't look 100%. He looks better. You're right
No,
here. What am I talking about?
Hi, I am here.
Yeah,
It's nice
I
to
don't
be
think we
acknowledged.
I don't think we should go anywhere until Varkesh, it feels better, but it would still be nice to know. And
mean,
then, like, if she did say it, then I'm gonna have to go to her and be like, "Oh, what was it?" And then it was, kind of. She'll be like, "Why didn't you listen, like you said?" And then she's gonna lecture me, and I'm gonna feel bad, and she's gonna be
Oh.
not mad but disappointed. And
Actually, wonder if you're so worried about contacting people. There's a spell that I actually learned from my sister that maybe you could pick up if you tried.
I don't think I work that way.
Well, mentally, it's on your spell. It's on your class list. So when you level up,
okay.
you can exchange it.
Technically,
Okay.
she has leveled up, so she could exchange it now if she wanted to.
Oh, for
Okay.
fuck's sake, Caleb.
I also get a new invocation, so like I'm looking at
Ooh.
everything, and I'm
Ooh.
gonna revamp Valindra. She's gonna get a makeover. So.
Extra invocation. You could swap out an invocation too.
Mhm.
Oh
Mhm.
shit! Do I have 8 level spell slots now?
You do.
Yes, you do. You have 8th level
Fuck! I
spells.
can make earthquakes happen.
Oh God.
Do it.
Anyway-
Do it.
Goodbye. Keep.
Oh God. Anyway, Valentia, the spell is called Dream, and what it does is it lets you contact a person who's sleeping, and you can just literally have a full-on conversation with them with no limitations.
Oh.
And since you don't sleep, it won't actually break up your cycle at all.
I think it would also really like freak her out. Yeah, I want to do that. All right, I'll talk to her.
It's gonna
Okay.
freak who out? Bahira?
Lulu.
Ah.
It's gonna freak Lulu out. I'm hoping.
Yeah, so Smokey will pull out some notes and just like hand them over to Valendra. You can see part of his scribbles are already done because he's working on learning to spell himself right now.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay,
Well, he's just trying to like talk her through it.
Yeah.
What is this? What does this mean?
Oh, that's somnos. It's Latin for sleep.
What's Latin?
Wait, you do this every time you. Oh God, it's okay.
Yeah,
No wonder
Bahira,
I have such a hard time teaching you find familiar.
well, Bahira preferred. Oh, I learned the spell. I finished that today. So
Yeah.
tomorrow I'm gonna make something.
What are you gonna make?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Why don't you make it now?
Make a tinier
Make
cat.
it now. Make it now.
Okay.
As Victor tries to get everyone to go, he looks at Markesh. Markesh, make it now.
I'm too sick to talk.
Okay.
Then bang your fist. Make it now. Make it
Okay.
now.
Do we have incense?
Varkesh does.
Yeah.
La la. Pulls out
All
some
right.
incense.
All right. What did I want to make? Okay. So don't worry about the toads. Okay. And I start chanting, and over the course of 10 minutes, because I can just ritual cast it within my book.
It's still an hour.
Oh, it is still it's an hour and 10 minutes actually.
Yep.
I think. So yeah, Smokey's just gonna go in the corner for a while apparently, because you guys wanted to
Do it on the
now.
table. Do it on the table.
This is really gonna take a while, guys.
That's fine. I have lots to eat. Do it on the table.
Oh, that has other meanings. Okay.
Don't read into it. Don't read into it.
Yeah, but he's still got a pile to eat.
Yeah.
Victor is a hungry kitty.
Mhm. Smokey will
For good
start
reason.
ritual casting Find Familiar. And is it 10-minute casting or it's
Well,
1
10 minute
hour?
for the ritual on top if you do
right,
the
right.
original cast.
Yes. Because I don't have it prepared, so yeah, I have to.
Yep, 110.
Very, very quick
But,
question. Don't
okay.
mean to interrupt.
yeah.
Andrew, is Varkesh classified as a saint?
A saint.
He wants to use one of his own bones as a ritual thing.
Saint fuckish.
What a horrible thought that is.
Oh.
I mean, you can say no, but it was worth to ask.
I feel like you'd have to be sainted first. Like, yeah, you've been talked to by a messenger, but that doesn't mean you've been
I
sainted.
feel like you would have to go on
He's
a
a prophet.
It has to have
specific.
been good.
I think you have to go on a specific thing, and I also believe aren't saints only given when they're dead?
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
ooh,
Well, in
Did
Catholicism.
kind of die that one time, but
Wait,
got brought back.
What's the
immediately.
spell? What are we looking at?
Holy Aura. But
Yeah.
ignore me. Do Smokey's saying it was just a
Holy
quick question.
aura, holy aura. Hold on.
No.
Oh,
for the love of God.
no, yeah, Smokey, you tell me.
Yeah. So Smokey spends a whole 70 minutes going through and trying to not get too analytical. And you see the incense starts to catch on fire, and eventually it kind of creates a very inky smoke, which kind of swirls around into a mass. And he kind of starts to mold it with his chubby little fingers. And he has to restart a few times because he's not happy with how it looks. But eventually, he will create a very small, what looks like a black owl.
Oh, are we talking the
That's
tiny
awesome.
owls, the teacup owls?
Yep, tiny teacup, kind of poofy owl,
Yep.
That's so cute.
It's Smokey as an owl.
pretty much. And it has big yellow
Adorable.
eyes, too.
Yep, that's it. Smokey as an owl. Okay. So after some time, the smoke that burns from the incense stays and just looks around. Does it have a name?
Oh, I already used Beaker.
Timmy.
Puff?
Jimothy.
How about Puff?
Pepe.
How about With?
Pippin. Something with P.
Platoon.
We said spittoon
What's
there
the
for a
word?
second.
Platoon words. They're great, man.
How about
Cecil.
Is Popinjay a thing?
It's a bird.
No.
Well, it's Pompous. I think. I don't remember. It's what it
Oh,
goes bird.
Pepper.
Pepper? I like pepper. We'll call it pepper.
That's cute.
Can we make
Yes,
salt now
pepper.
too? Can someone make salt?
Felindra, if you want to rename yours.
I'm not gonna rename 20 Salt. I'm sorry. 20's a way cooler name.
That's okay. That's okay. Like maybe I will learn this spell. Can I learn it? Can a sorcerer? I don't think a sorcerer
No, I
can.
mean,
No,
they
sorcerer
can't.
can't.
We could also
Yes,
just
wizards.
like buy you like a pet dove or something, and you can, you know.
we tried a goose before. Didn't go well.
Well, but geese are the literal.
Geese are
worst.
evil.
So I think we would have a better luck with a dove, or maybe even a pigeon.
Or what are
Either way, it's adorable. I like it. Hello, Pepper. I think it's cuter than Rook.
Well, I don't think Rook likes to be called cute, so I think
Oh.
that's okay to say.
I think we might have a new #1 bird.
Ooh, I don't think Rick's gonna like that.
You know, I don't think Rook's going to be threatened by this little guy.
Just ends up dead every morning.
Hopefully not.
Rook backing around a corner.
You just see the beak backing into the doorway.
An arrow flies out of nowhere. It was invisible the whole time.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
so yeah, you now have a fine familiar, Pepper, the little pygmy owl.
Mhm.
Pepper the pygmy owl.
Yay. So many sessions have I waited.
Belindra got it there eventually, but you
We
all
got-
do
we got there.
Sorry.
you all do enjoy what appears to be a reasonably nice time to finish off your meal. As Rook, you go up to Angel, who is waiting for you at the doors, before you lead her to the balcony spot, the special place.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the battlements, pretty much the highest point, other than going way up in the wizard towers. So it kind of overlooks the town and such.
Okay, yeah. She's rather happy to enjoy the food. She thinks it tastes rather nice, but after some casual conversation, just to let things go on for a bit, she does look at you for a serious moment and does say, "Rook, what are we supposed to do now? Are you coming back?"
As often as I can. I'm not done out there, unfortunately.
What is
Hoping
out there?
eventually. Well, at least a red dragon and a blue dragon, and a giant lich.
So it's not
At
just
minimum.
you're picking outside adventure more than me. It's you have something you need to do.
Pretty much. I quite literally have no other choice. I will be able to bring our home back.
How?
At least that's what I'm hoping. The whole point of what we're doing is to gather these rods in order to banish Draken better than we did the first time. Absolutely destroy his essence, and it was him that took away our home. So if I can get rid of the source, maybe it'll bring back what we lost. I don't.
Or at least get some
Have hope.
justice for those we lost.
At a minimum.
Okay. Promise me then that you will finish him then. Make him pay for doing what he did.
I promise.
And that you'll come back alive. She bops you on the beak.
I
And that you'll
promise.
come back alive.
I promised I'll come back alive. Yes.
Good.
Arkash, how could I not?
Well, he didn't look too good.
It's the worst I've seen him, but believe it or not, it should make him stronger. Eventually. From what I've seen. This isn't the first ancient dragon we've tangled with. Every time he's come back with something new, something more than he was before.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's actually absorbing some of the essence of each of the chromatics that we've downed.
Is that
See in
safe?
the dark? I don't think any of his other kinds can do it. Well, you saw the results of the most recent.
But aren't those dragons evil?
Very.
Can he handle it?
That's a good point. I believe so. He has been spoken to by a prophet of the oldest dragon. I think he calls him the first one.
I don't know.
Some
I'm
sort
not
of like
religious.
divine cleric. It's neither am I, despite the fact that we grew up at a literal church. Never really bought into that.
Well, your
But-
church was weird.
That's true.
But I have my faith, Rook. And the voice that guides me, it tells me that you're going somewhere really dangerous. And I don't want you to go there. Unless you can tell me that for sure you will come back alive. Because if you don't come back, Rook, I've already lost so much.
I will do everything I can. Everything in my power. All of my friends, they're the most capable people I've ever met. If anyone can come back alive, it's us.
Make a persuasion check.
That button there. I'll use inspiration.
Okay. It's like, that's not a
Might as well.
reliable talent.
It is a reliable
Ah.
talent. That's just the minimum.
Damn it, alright.
I rolled a 6 on dice.
Oh, jeez.
And I rolled below 10 again. That time a 5 on dice. It's getting worse.
Okay.
But
Hey,
reliable
let's
talent
just-
17.
Alright, you definitely...
It's just that I don't have a good mod for intelligence.
Oh, wait, are you lying?
No, I just
Okay.
don't have a good modifier for.
Oh,
Or
you,
not-
I thought you said
for
let's hope
charisma,
she
that
doesn't have one.
No.
Gotcha.
No, that's wisdom based anyway for insight.
Yeah. No, she's, she eventually relents, but you can still see that she still is worried. Stress is still going to plague her mind, but she, for the moment, at least, takes the time to just get closer to you and just looks out at the night sky and kind of leans a head on your shoulder, just watching and waiting.
Just kind of lean into it a little bit and place a hand on her knee.
Just do a charisma check for me.
Okay.
How suave is the bird?
Let's do that. Probably. Well,
Pretty darn
apparently
suave.
fairly suave.
Alright. If everything, felt right, she definitely feels more comfortable, and the fact that now that there's a room for her and you, she definitely leads you into perhaps choosing to instead sleep in your room to go somewhere else. She seems to be quite raptured by you.
Show you Becker.
Thanks, Scott.
You're
It's a great
welcome.
bird
Oh
pun
god,
there, bud.
no! I'm just thinking of that stupid video. You want to see my pecker? That's all that's coming in my head right now.
Well, you ruined everything, but I'll
Yep.
go.
Okay,
Might as well.
sure. Okay.
Hecker.
So for Rook,
Asshole.
his evening will come to a close. The rest of you all, of course, spending that time watching and enjoying Pepper, the pygmy owl. If Smokey ever wants to prance him around, get some tricks learned, Get familiar
eat
with
it.
the familiar.
Yee.
Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, if people have suggestions, and Smokey will try to, because he just got him. He's gonna see what he can do.
Try doing that thing that you do. That shocky thing. Do it through Pepper.
On who? On who?
On
what?
Varkesh.
Ooh.
Varkesh, he's
Why
resistant.
didn't I volunteer for this?
Do it to him.
And why
He's
so
fine.
quickly?
Go ahead. He's fine. Go on. Go ahead.
I'm ill. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Pepper lands on Varkesh's shoulder, go ahead and make a spell
Yeah.
attack.
Why did I roll a real dice?
I don't know. He's just like, it felt real.
Here it comes. 22.
Yeah, I think that
that's
hits
just
him.
Low.
It just meets.
Okay.
Then it goes through.
13.
13 lightning damage. All right, Varkesh, you take 0.
I have resistance. I do take some.
No.
Did it work? Rakesh?
I'm actually dumbfounded at the moment. Yeah. What happened?
Did it miss? It didn't look like it hit. Try again, Smokey. Do it again.
Zip. That misses.
Try again, Smokey. You're just getting used to it.
Do it again. Do it again.
Keep
do it again,
trying.
do it
Keep
again.
trying. Keep trying. Come on, Smokey. God damn it.
Pepper's like
Damn it,
stabbing
Pepper!
me with a shiv.
Pepper's just trying to perch. All right, there. You can see lightning shocks go off. Varkesh, no damage.
What do you do to me again?
Lightning doesn't seem to affect you.
At all?
Okay. I don't really have anything to touch. Marcus, should we try to see if you're, resistant to other stuff?
I just came out of the emergency
Okay.
ward. You wanna press me?
Okay. But you are at half health, by the way.
Did that not hurt you?
Didn't feel a thing, apparently.
Try it on me, Smokey. Maybe there's something wrong with Pygmeal. Maybe he's not doing as much.
Oh, okay. He is very small.
Yeah. Maybe you're not so good at focusing magic through.
Okay, and
I think that hits him.
that just hits.
That just hits him.
11.
Yeah, Victor takes 11 lightning damage. He goes, ah! And you can see there's a
Oh.
kitty
Does the-
static.
Does the owl shout taser, taser, taser? Please say he does.
I don't know that meme or whatever it is.
No taser. No warning. But yeah, it does seem that your electric shock is going through, but just to Varkesh, it didn't feel like anything.
I'm
Well,
scared for my character.
we just learned that you need apparently more to your horde to keep you stabilized. It stands to reason that's because you became more powerful. Maybe this is one of the effects. One of the good things that happened with it.
Just puts his head in his hands on the table and just huffs deeply.
Varkesh, breathe on your hand.
Why?
Do it. Because you're lightning. Maybe you can guarantee that's powerful lightning.
Only if you stand in front.
I can't stand in front of your hand.
Can we do it?
Smokey, did you want to say something?
Can we do it someplace that's not going to destroy part of a wall or a ceiling or a floor, or it show immediately where there's a streak of lightning coming from into the sky?
Is Smokey like literally shrouding Pepe for what is potentially about to come?
Pepe.
Pepe. I don't know why I said Pepe.
Pepe? Oh god.
Jesus, Pepper. All right, I'll give it a shot, and I'll go outside, and I will. Why didn't I use my lightning breath in that fight? Fuck it. And I will.
I don't know. Why did you use
breathe
your lightning
on
breath in
my.
that fight?
I don't know. Blind panic, I suppose, and I lightning breath my own limbs, as it were.
All right, yeah, lightning breathing your own limbs. Okay, so for you, obviously, it is still the same full effect. You can still see that it is the exact same of power, but
Just shoot up.
Yeah, it does blast through. I can't remember if I still have that.
Now I'm just seeing that scene in Hocus Pocus where they open the book and there's a freaking lighthouse appearing in the sky,
That's hilarious.
showing where everywhere we are.
Yeah,
Camera pans out and just.
Yeah, because I think it's this, right? If I'm saying it's still coalesce.
Right.
Yeah, and then it shoots out. It does no damage to you. It still does damage, but it doesn't hurt you.
So it does nothing to me.
It does nothing to you. With enough testing and guessing, you do have the confirmed belief that you are immune to lightning damage.
Okay, I gotta stop overdosing on dragons, apparently. I'm gonna go take a walk. I'm upset.
Where are you walking? You can't leave the sanctum.
I'm still in the sanctum.
But you can't leave the keep.
I'm not leaving the keep. I'm just walking around.
Okay, I'll go follow him to make sure he doesn't collapse.
I'm.
That's
Good idea.
fair.
Whose side are you guys on?
Well, do
The
you
one that kept you alive this afternoon.
do you want
Fair
Pepper?
point.
Do you want just to take Pepper with you?
What?
Pepper's not mine. Actually, I'll take Pepper. He looks edible.
Wait, what?
Smokey, this is test your length of how well you can communicate with Pepper, right? It's practice for you.
He's like 10 minutes old.
I'm not ready to
Varkish
fight
is-
them.
See how
Still.
easy it is to get attached to them?
Varkish is not going to let anything happen to Pepper, are you, Varkish?
No. Nothing at all.
Smokey leans in.
And he will offer up his two hands, which are not needed to hold this owl.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hurt him. He's adorable. Will be
Right,
inevitable.
It flutters and probably lands on like one of your horns.
Let's go.
It's really tiny. I mean, very tiny.
I
And
mean,
we'll
it's,
just go-
I imagine like the size of a softball, right?
No, they're
About
tiny,
that, but Varkesh is quite big. So to Varkesh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like the size of a golf ball.
Yes. Yeah.
That makes it even more adorable.
Yeah.
And I will walk. I'll just start walking. I'll just do outside the courtyard. Well, not outside the courtyard, but around the courtyard.
Sure. Yeah. Victor will go ahead to his room and say, okay, I'm going to retire for the night and take some time to meditate a little bit. I think I should take some time to focus.
What happened to following me in case I fall?
Well, that's what Pepper's for. Pepper's he's your...
Do you think this thing's gonna catch me?
No, not catch you, but it'll notify Smokey if anything bad. I can't catch you. You think I can catch you?
Better chance at it than this thing.
No, probably not.
No.
You by default.
I haven't
much
given him
like-
back his belt yet.
I mean, what's
I will
the
be
strength of
taking
the
it.
owl?
20.
Oh God. I actually have it open. Strength is
Swole.
-4
Okay,
modifier.
then yeah, no, okay, fine. Maybe I'm a little stronger than the bird, but still
Only by a bit.
only by a bit.
Pepper will keep Varkesh company for as long as he wants. And I actually have one thing I want to do before. Well, actually, I can talk to you, Varkesh, about it. Smokey will reach into his backpack and he'll pull out a rolled up piece of paper.
You're gonna
Oh,
hit
you-
me, are you?
No.
Okay.
And he unfolds it, and you see what looks like the designs for a sword. Those were the ones given to him by his father.
I love it. Is this for me?
Well, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help me out. My dad apparently had to leave his sword behind when we, escaped rather quickly, and he showed these designs, and this is what he like. If you don't have time, I can hand it to Degra and ask if she has time to do it.
I was already turned him around and started aiming him towards the forge and started pushing.
Wait. So do I talk to Degra then, or?
No. Just.
Oh,
be new.
okay. Oh, okay.
Okay,
I'll
you
teach
two
you
have
how
fun
to use a hammer.
Oh,
You too, Pepper, wherever you are.
on your horn.
Ah, there you are.
okay. Smokey's being shuffled along.
Valindra and Victor are standing there alone, going, "So Valindra, what do you want to do?"
Sand.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I was going to probably meditate. You want to meditate with me?
Ooh, I'm gonna do something similar actually. I'm gonna meditate into darkness. I'm gonna go put a bag over my head and stare into the abyss for a bit.
Okay, do you have a black bag?
No, but I can close my eyes.
Okay. I remember, like, you
Should work.
used to use Rook's feathers for that, right?
Yeah, but Rook's kind of busy at the moment,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I could go in real quick. I'll go grab one. I'll go do that.
No,
No,
Victor,
no problem at all. I can do
no,
it.
no,
I
no,
can
no,
do
no,
it very
no, no,
fast.
no, no.
It's so quick
Victor,
for me.
Victor, I'm serious.
You,
No, don't.
You don't know how fast this is for me. I am so fast. Like, watch, I'm already gone.
Victor,
Hey,
I'm gonna
remember
go.
that nice
Victor-
ring you have?
Wait, I have a nice ring?
No.
Yeah, the one that Marrakesh literally made for you?
Oh, yeah. No, Victor, I just stared at my ring. Victor, seriously.
Victor, gone.
I'm gonna dimension door in front of Victor and be like, Victor, seriously, I dimension.
Okay.
I
Oh, you'll be.
my ring.
Well, then you can't because you're in the zone.
Son of a god, I hate literally everything. Ugh.
Oh, don't worry. It's going to be gone in less than 2 weeks.
Well, whatever. It's gonna be Victor that gets skinned alive, not me. So.
Yeah. Victor, did you lock the door? No, never mind. He goes into your room and you're not there. Where could Victor be?
You mean Rook? I'll.
I'm sorry, where could
still
Rook
follow
be?
Victor as best I can, so hopefully I can catch up to him.
Sure. I mean, you can eventually catch up. He's pretty fast. So
Victor!
He'll make his investigation check. He goes, he's not in his room. I go to look over here.
Victor!
I go to look over here.
No, Victor, I'm
Oh.
just gonna look in my ring.
Your ring's not good enough.
No, it is. It's fine. I swear.
I don't know. I think.
No,
Rook
that's what the ring was made
Rook
for.
doesn't
The
mind
ring
giving
was-
you a feather.
No,
It's
no,
fine.
the ring was made with a feather from Rook.
Maybe,
so
maybe
it's-
he in this room here. It could be an angel's room.
No, stop. Seriously, don't open the door.
Open door?
Do not open the door.
Do not open door.
Do not
Okay.
open the door.
Right, I should knock first. Yes, knock first.
Do not knock on that door, Victor.
Wait, so what should I do
knock
then?
on the door.
Should I just call
I
out?
will. No, just leave them alone.
Leave 'em
You
alone?
know how much time they've gotten to spend like no time together. Remember how pissed you were whenever we walked in and shot you in the ass?
Is Rook having the hanky-panky?
Maybe, but it's with somebody that he's like. It's like that, but with feelings. So you know,
I don't know.
it will be worse, and I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know how he'll react. Look, let's just go meditate. Let's go meditate together. Come on, let's just go.
Okay,
Go
okay.
grab his little kitty paw.
All right, we'll meditate. That's wait. So wait, Rook is doing what I was doing.
I don't know. I don't want to think about what either one of you was doing specifically, so we're just gonna go with sure.
Oh, I was having
Maybe.
sex.
I think that's probably what's going on. If not, they're connecting emotionally. Maybe sex isn't involved at all. I don't know. Let's just go sit in a room and not talk. Okay? Let's do that.
Okay,
That's
cool.
what I want to do.
All right. Okay, so I'll show you how to meditate. It's really easy.
Ugh,
They're in there playing
okay.
Boggle.
Okay, so now with Victor and Valindra together, he's going to try and teach her how to meditate.
I will pretend to listen.
Oh.
Make a deception check.
Alright.
Christmas your main spellcasting stat. You should be good at this.
Yeah,
Why
he-
would you say that? You just cursed.
it's
me.
not like he has a +8 to
Oh.
insight.
Hey. Well.
One, two.
Hey.
Ah. He believes you're listening very, very attentively to him.
Mhm,
And you
mhm,
see, he's like, so you
mhm.
see, you close your eyes like this. You see, close them, and yes, that's
Mhm.
what you do is you fold your legs and you start to think hard. And then you don't think at
Yeah.
all. It's a weird thing. You kind of let go, but don't let go.
All right.
You do everything
cool.
but nothing at the same time. That's what makes it
Yeah,
hard.
that's awesome.
Yes.
yeah.
Focus. Focus
Mm,
hard.
Yep. Focusing.
As he's meditating, you could just maybe see small amounts of his influence just kind of bleeding out around him. You recall that when he meditates before, radiant energies start to kind of make little Zen-like gardens around his body as he's meditating. Since you're faking
Nice.
it and choosing not to meditate, so you're kind of just watching him do that right now.
Yeah, then once he's done, then I will like stare into my ring and try to contact the Ebon Empress.
Oh, sure, yeah, he's
Well,
focusing on
perhaps.
meditating, so he won't be able to tell if you're doing this.
Cool. All right.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to. a religion check. Do I get advantage? Because I'm meditating.
Because
No.
I'm belligerent.
And no trying to convince athletics.
19. I'll take it.
19. Okay. All right. So, after focusing in your own way of meditation, you just begin to stare into the void, trying to let darkness envelop you. And slowly over time, the black ring bleeds out from your hand and begins to wash over your vision. You feel that even the sounds, the little radiant kind of fire is now diminished. Nothing.
Silence at last.
In this void, the empty space, you begin to feel yourself almost feel incorporeal. And you get a sense that even though you're in this void, you're not alone. And that someone is listening.
It is the Ebon Empress, right?
Mm,
I certainly
you,
hope so.
yes, you'd pretty much be.
Okay. I had to double check. I don't know. Hi, it's me. This is kind of a weird question, but my dad is connected to someone like I am to you. He's a warlock. He doesn't know who his pact was made with. And given my history, I would really like to know who that is, because I'm worried about him. Do you happen to have any kind of insight on that, to see like who he's bonded to? Is that something that you can help me with?
After a moment, you know that gods, they work in mysterious ways, and they tend to try their best to give as much influence and guidance around you. No voice replies, but as you listen carefully, the sound of Victor's carving into the room from his meditation comes back to you. And it almost feels like you can see it pierce the darkness for a moment, but instead of becoming a Zen-like shape, it almost looks like it's spelling letters. But the letters fade. You can just see it's like someone taking a tracing outline like a sparklet that's just kind of
Yeah.
and it's making these shapes. And as it finishes a word, you open your eyes and look down. His Zen garden has been interrupted by some other force, and instead of it being markings, a word is inscribed, and you see Bylock.
What does that mean? He can't be bonded to a city. Bylock is... Bylock is where... Wasn't that where Draken had his undead army thing happening?
There was a bunch of dead in the lake.
Bylock.
What was that, Philindra? Are you focusing?
Yep, focusing. That I was going,
Digo, yes.
Bylock. Do
Make
I
a
know if
history
there's
check.
any, like... yeah, I was about to say, help? DM, help?
Ooh, 23. Okay. There are a couple things you remember about Bylock. Of course, the archivist is there, the one that was a little interested in you. You do, of course, remember the Golden Lily and the twin brothers that ran it. You recall that was where Varkesh obviously had his meeting with the Golden Dragonborn, where you had the treasure trove. But the one thing that sticks out to you, which you kind of were a little...
Twin goddesses?
That was down.
Sorry,
that was down.
That wasn't
Down.
Bylock,
Yes,
yeah.
that was
Okay,
underneath.
sorry.
with
Go
Eldrin.
ahead. Go.
Yeah, the twins were the Inrunners too. But either way.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the one thing that sticks out to you, which is a little different, but this memory comes from when you were in Smokey's book, and you talked to a little one-eyed creature, and it mentioned that one of your party members specifically had something buried in the bowel network, the underground kind of society.
Rook.
And that there is some answer beneath the surface of Bylock. And perhaps your answer to your father's patron might lie in Bylock.
Weird. Okay. I'll take it, I guess. Wait, my dad. He's not like bound to Rook's family or anything, is he? Oh,
Rook's family is from Trilak.
God. Good. He's from Trilak. Right. Thanks, voice in my head. For reassuring me.
Was.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try to cast Dream. To see if I can communicate with Lulu if it is that time of the evening.
It would be the time where some might start to sleep, yes. Unless they're active with something like Rook.
Oh. Lulu, no, you're not allowed. I need you.
Is there a saving throw involved in this? No, I don't think so. It's just it happens.
There is.
Let me just boop that spell for you.
If she tries to do it offensively,
Yeah,
there
if you
is,
try to make
but-
her scared.
or make
Yeah,
her lose sleep. Yeah.
I'm not trying to make her scared or anything.
Yeah, and funny enough, you do go into a meditative trance when you do this.
Nice. Thanks, Vic. Alright.
Alright, she's not an elf. Your willing creature
Mhm.
enters it while in the trance. The messenger is aware of the surroundings. Yep. Okay. Alright, would you like to shape the surroundings, or would you like to enter what her surroundings are?
I'm curious to see what Lulu's surroundings are. I'm gonna let her shape it. I'm curious.
Okay, so you just invade her current dream at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna step into the mind of Lulu and I'm gonna be horrified. But oh well.
Okay, let me just see if Lulu's having a good dream, a neutral dream, or a nightmare.
Oh god.
A natural one.
So when you go inside, you can see that this particular dream is not a pleasant one. Lulu seems to be in a bit of a panic. There's a bit of some chaos going on, darkness, papers flying left and right, voices, just disembodied call-outs that seem to just try to tell her to do something, but she can't follow it or do it. She seems to have things pulling at her one way or the other. It's like this terrible mess of trying to take hold of the guild, and it's just falling away from her. She's becoming isolated. She looks very distraught. She's trying her best. She's calling out for them to just wait for a moment. She can get it if she just needs time. Just needs time.
Okay, I'll can I shape them after I've entered the dream or do I have to do it before?
You can do it in there.
Okay, I'll like shape everything to kind of like settle down.
Okay. It settles to a room similar to the guild hall that you remember being in. Papers no longer flying, a chair resting for her, and she just sits in it and starts working at the desk and sees you and just thinks you're a part of the dream. Just goes, darling, I'll get what you need in it shortly. I'll find out who stole your stuff.
Oh, no, Lulu. Hi, actually, no, like it's me. Like it's Mimi. I'm here.
You're not
Not
Mimi,
in-
you're
I
Lulu.
mean-
No,
No,
you're Valindra.
No, you're Lulu.
I'm Lulu.
I'm Valindra.
You're Valindra.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. But it's like actually Valindra. There's a spell, and so I can talk to you now when you're asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
If this is a dream, prove it.
Okay. I will make the wallpaper have pink fluffy bunnies. And then the pink fluffy bunnies will like hop off the wallpaper and start bouncing around the room.
Oh, she'll have one jump in her lap and she'll start petting it, going, oh, okay, well, in a dream. Wait, when did you do this? You've never done this before, darling. How can you do this?
Well, Smokey kind of taught it to me. Well, Smokey learned it from his sister, and then he kind of walked me through it. I got it enough apparently to do this. This was my trial run actually, so this went well.
Congratulations, darling. Wait, so but why here? Do you have something to tell me?
Oh, yeah. So, remember how I said like the past couple of days, like I would look at you every morning at 8 a.m. and if you had messages, you could give them to us.
Yes, darling. I've been doing that for the past few days.
Yeah. So funny story. You're gonna laugh. The last 2 days, I did not do that. So I was just checking in.
Oh,
And of course, I wanted to know how you were doing. You know, how are you?
oh, well, thank you, darling. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Yes. Well, I did get at least one thing from today. I tried to tell you, but you clearly you missed it. I was able
Sorry.
to find out the name of the patron who requested the vase that you went to gather for him.
Awesome. Yeah. What's his name?
The Lord, if I remember correctly, was Lord Black something. Black Blackstone, I think. I'm pretty sure it was
Lord-
Blackstone.
Lord
I had my papers,
Blackstone.
darling, but this is I can't look at my papers.
Oh, no, that's fine. I can do this again tomorrow night, and you can just look at the papers before you go to bed,
Oh, yes, darling, yes,
and it'll be
absolutely.
fresh on your mind.
Yes, well, yeah, I hope so. What were we talking about?
Oh, honey. It's okay. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll come to Alniel at some point.
Oh, good, excellent.
Are,
Yes.
are we
Yes,
needed
yes,
for
yes.
anything?
What? Sorry.
Oh.
No. What?
Oh, no, I was just making sure we were needed for anything, but you were excited. What were you gonna say?
What was I going to say? No. Yes, it was. It's hard to think in this dream. The black stone, black towel, black rook, black something. Black. Make a history check, Valindra.
Oh God. Oh God. All these rolls.
Oh, darn. Black isn't really ringing a bell to you, unless you want to use your inspiration.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Can I just once use my inspiration and actually roll higher than what the original number was?
At the moment, no, you can't really quite recall what she might be referring to.
It's fine. We'll figure it out later. You know, if you think on it, let me know.
Yes. Do you want me to recite it in the morning again? Repeat it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will be better this time.
All right. I remember.
Probably.
Yes. Absolutely,
All right.
darling.
I'm gonna set an alarm. I'm gonna have Winnie let me know 10 minutes before 8 a.m.
Excellent. Darling.
yeah.
Wonderful. Are you shaping this dream, by the way?
I can. Do you want something in here?
Well, I mean, I don't want to, suggest anything, but something nicer, perhaps. What would you think? Something nice.
Okay. I'll turn it into like a ballroom
Oh,
area
that's lovely, darling. But I'm thinking more.
I don't know. What
about a retreat, a getaway?
Oh, like on a beach?
Ooh, a beach. That'd be lovely, darling. I've never been to the beach. Have you been to a
Actually,
beach?
I haven't been to the.
Oh.
No, never.
Well, I don't know.
I haven't been to many places that you would want to go to. Actually.
What about the
I've
shore?
been on
What about the lake shore? The shore of a lake.
Yeah. Okay, we can do that.
All right, that'll do.
I'll go there.
This is very nice. Maybe we should have some company,
Yes,
darling.
yes.
Some company?
Like who?
Oh, I don't know, darling. What do you think is best? Big men.
Oh, that kind of company. All right. Well, I before we get there, I did have some more business. Business before pleasure, as
darling.
they say.
Very well.
I am super interested in any kind of like secrets or rumors or anything that might be under the lake at Bylock. Do you think you could do some of your magic poking around and...
Well, I can send a message to one of my reliable sources. He's a little spatsy, but I can get him to talk.
Sure, and if he has any like reading material or anything like that.
Oh, he has
like,
plenty of reading material, darling. Absolutely.
Perfect.
He is
I will
nothing but a
take
bookworm.
it. Who is this?
Well, his name isn't really important. Some call him the Archivist, but
Is that the guy that was flirting with
yes,
me?
it was the one that Varkesh terrorized and made run away.
Don't tell him it's for me.
Zero.
Just say you're asking around.
I think I got
You're
a
just
restraining
curious.
order against me.
Keep
You
it
did.
mysterious. Just say it's for a client. Keep it very hush hush.
Absolutely, darling. I'll keep it discreet.
Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah, so there's that. What else? What else?
Oh, there's more, darling.
Well, no. I don't think there's anything more. I'm just double checking. Okay, yeah. So you want like big men, like tall guys? Is that
Darling,
what you?
I'm sure you know what's nice.
Well, everyone has their own preference, and I don't want to.
What's your preference, darling?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've never really like.
Oh, come off it, darling. You must certainly have had
explored-
some kind of sensation of, I like this. Unless, darling, you don't
No.
like men, is that the case? It's fine if you don't. I
What?
don't mind, either way.
I mean, I don't know. Like sometimes I see people and I'm like, yeah, they look nice, but you know, I've never. It's just it's one of those things. Like it's just a lot, and I've never like because there's just so many.
Darling,
And you know,
are you,
both are.
Are you inexperienced in this?
Yes, that is the
Oh,
word I'm looking for. Yes.
I'm surprised. I
Um,
didn't think one of your, well, one of you would be so unfamiliar. But, I'm sorry. We'll make it less awkward for you, darling. I'll just try to think them up myself. You can go on, and I'll sit here at the shore and hope if I can do this right.
Okay. Best of luck.
Yes.
And Lulu,
Mm.
you're doing a great job
Well, thank you, darling.
with the Traders Guild and everything. I know it's a lot.
I hope that I can handle
And-
it, darling.
I know you can.
I can
You're the
handle many
best.
great things, big things.
All right. I hope that you don't remember this part of the dream whenever you wake up, because this has been very uncomfortable for me. But have a good rest of your evening and good luck with whatever you decide to create. All right, I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. But you won't see me. Okay, bye.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
it's
jump in the
Oh!
just gonna jump in the lake and then end the spell.
Sure. As you kind of shiver goes through across your body as Victor is just kind of going, remember to Valindra.
Victor, this has been a lot of fun, but I think I need to go.
Okay. All right, Valindra. As Valindra has her awkward moment of kind of walking with her hands closed and her face down, kind of open the door, closing it off to her own questions for the evening. That's where we're going to end it for tonight, as you
Oh,
guys
God.
will have
That
your
was
day close.
hilarious.
Each of you having your own moments in the night to prepare and rejuvenate yourselves in your own way. But I hope everyone enjoyed. We did miss you, Kyle, if you're still there. Hopefully we'll see you next week. And I hope all of you also enjoyed some of these exciting / awkward moments.
God,
But certainly
sorry,
fun.
guys.
I'm happy to now see Pepper is added to the ranks of the party.
Yay, Pepper!
Is he going to be
I
Sergeant
mean,
Pepper?
I think Kayla generates enough salt to take care of the rest of that.
But yes, of course, if you
Screw
liked
it.
what you saw, check us out every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also have episodes that pop up on the Twitch as well as on the YouTube. So feel free to check them out if you'd like to catch up and see what's been going on. And you can also join us in the Discord if you have any questions, as well as to just participate and join in with us. Love to have you there. Other than that, hope you guys have a great week coming up, and stay safe and healthy, everybody. Take care.
Good night, all.
Have a good one,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.